We make a choice every day
to push harder,
to dream bigger,
to go beyond limits.
We balance lectures and late nights,
exams and extra training,
setbacks
and comebacks.
Because this is more than a university.
This is who we are.
Fueled by ambition,
United by belonging,
Driven by belief. The roar of the crowd,
The silence before the start.
in the shadow of those before us.
and the light of us to come.
The feeling when everything you've worked for
comes down to this moment. This is where sport and well-being unleash something greater.
Where you grow into someone who can shape not just your world, but our world.
The world.
This is more than sport.
more than university.
Edinburgh.
Be more.
Good afternoon, everyone, and those of you who joined us this morning, welcome back. Anyone new, good to see you, have you with us for our afternoon session. Session 8, Royal Commonwealth Pool Edinburgh for the Edinburgh International Swim Meet 2026. Well, final day, penultimate session. My name's Robert Taylor, with me Tony Rose.
Afternoon, Robert.
Good to have Tony with me again this morning, this afternoon. We were working together, and that's the lineup. Virtually the very same as we had this morning. These are our slower heats. So we kick off with just the one heat of female 1500 freestyle. We then alternate male and open and female throughout. 50 breast, butterfly, then freestyle, and they have the good sense to put the backstroke together. and we finish off with a 400 free for the male and open and a 200 IM. So this afternoon session are, as I say, all our slower heats. In a lot of cases it's a lot of the junior swimmers that are still at school who will be swimming in a lot of these heats. There are A, B and junior finals for all these swimmers to try and get themselves into. I think, Tony, I'm right in saying that we've had a few swimmers who managed to swim very, very fast and managed to get into a B final. I don't think anybody managed an A final, but there are quite a lot of slots available for some of these youngsters to get into the junior final. We'll try and keep you up to date with that as best we can throughout the afternoon, how some of these times compare with what happened this morning. But it should be a good afternoon, and certainly it's good to see some of the younger swimmers getting the opportunity to swim at this meet, very prestigious meet. A lot of international swimmers taking part over the 3 days. Later on, you may, when you see the actual pool, we've got a wide variety of flags poolside, all the nations and countries, and in some cases islands that are competing. You see over on the far side, wide variety of flags. Lots of countries in Europe. We've not got an Australian flag. That was spotted yesterday. We did have one swimmer from Australia, but somebody omitted to put an Australian flag up. We've got swimmers from the Cayman Islands, Mauritius, Sri Lanka.
Well, you can just run along. Bosnia-Herzegovina, Canada, Cayman Islands, China, Cyprus, Egypt, England, Estonia, Germany, Greece, Grenada,
Netherlands,
Guernsey, Ireland,
Italy,
Alaman, Italy, Jamaica, Jersey, Jordan, Estonia, Luxembourg, Malaysia. Oh, run out of steam.
Yeah. Also got Sweden, and of course all the home countries represented as well. It's a very, very popular meet. A lot of the top British swimmers put this in their calendar. So one heat of 1500 freestyle. This is just a heat declared, so there is no opportunity for any of these swimmers to get a second swim. I don't think they'd want a second swim in the 1500. One is enough for the day.
Not at these meets, only at the big championships do we have 2 rounds of 15s and 8s.
Ella Took, University of Stirling in 1. Kirsten Mackay, Finns, is in 2. India Marshall, University of Aberdeen Performance 3. Sana Lafayette from Repton in 4. Jennifer Smith, Borough Stockton in 5. Lucy Willits, Grantham 6. 7. Jessica Thomas, Borough Stockton in 7. And Gwendolyn Mearns from Tyndale in lane 8. So, in fact, we only have 7. Was a reserve, but the reserve's not turned up, so we now have an empty lane. Borough Stockton swimmer in lane 7 not taking part in this one. So the times in this one range from 18:17 through to 18:34 and a half. So India Marshall, India, pretty sure she swam the 800 yesterday. Swam pretty well in that. She's out on a 107.62. But at the moment, all fairly closely bunched. Only one swimmer, Kirsten Mackay in lane 2, that's a little bit off the pace. Oh, Kirsten Mackay, you see she's got a University of Aberdeen performance cap. She's maybe now up there training and maybe studying up in Aberdeen, but representing Finns, which is Glenrothes, sorry, is beg your pardon, Kirkcaldy over in Fife, just the other side of the Forth. But, coming down to the second 100, India, a half a metre advantage over Sana Lefer, Repton swimmer. 2:20.37. So that was roughly about a 73-second pace. So we'll wait and see how the next 100 goes to see if it comes in round about 3:34. So pacing, Tony, I would think at this early stage, maybe around about 8:10ish.
Yeah, 18:06 according to this. So around about that, but we'll just have to, long way to go yet. We saw a range of different ways of swimming this morning.
Yeah, we did indeed. Now India just a little bit faster than anyone else with the split there, 36.58, but it's like a tenth of a second, so it's not as though she's swimming half a second or more faster than everyone else and pulling away. They're all very much getting into their own particular pace at the 300 mark, and India almost a second slower than Ella Took, who's just beginning to pick it up. 3:34.04. Ella Took, I'm sure she swam maybe Newcastle area in her early days. Like a lot of the swimmers, we have a good representation, as always, from Newcastle, Gateshead, Morpeth, Alnwick, Burrows, Stockton, and a number of clubs in Yorkshire as well. They love coming up to the meet here.
But, pace has gone down a wee bit. That was a 1:13 in the last 100, so let's see if she can pick this up a wee bit. Ella, that was another 36, so another 1:13 in the offing here, so maybe settling in around the 18:20 mark.
Looking for about 4:47ish. Well, that's not bad. 4:47.28. So Ella at that previous 100 was actually in second place. That split was the split for India. So we might find that the next split is a fraction under 6 minutes. But three swimmers, a couple of seconds between them perhaps, Tony?
Yeah, pretty tight. Long way to go though.
We'll see, well it's from Grantham, a wee bit further back and forth. She won't want to get detached at this early stage, but she's the slowest of those four swimmers. Ella Took sort of settled herself into around about a 73ish. Our two girls virtually together with Sana Lefer maybe just trying to up her pace a wee bit here.
Yep.
Three very experienced swimmers, 22, 21 and 19-year-olds. So Ella Took 36.48, just over the 6 minute mark, 6:00.51.
So it's pretty consistent there from her. 1:13, only a 100th difference between that split in the last one. Yeah, Bahrainian Sana Lefer in lane 4, last Repton School. Ella's looking pretty good here. She's Sana just picking up the pace a little bit on that 50. see whether she's going to make a move at this in this second third of the race. Now in that 5,000 to 500 to 1,000 stage, and she's nice long rangy pull there, very steady head, not a lot of movement in the body at all. 7:13.81.
Yeah, it's pretty steady, 73 and a bit. Just picked it up a wee bit in that last 50, pulled about an extra half a second advantage. Just had a recent swim, finishing second at the West Districts. That would have been at the Roland Baths pool just a month or so back.
Just edging away a little bit from India.
And San Lafay still got a body length clear of India Marshall, who's North District age group champion.
Sana's just definitely pulling away from India, very, very gradually, but a couple of 2 or 3 tenths of a second per 50 at the moment, and she's on about the same pacing as Ella, but it's still pretty tight across them really. Still plenty of time for them to move around between them. Unlikely, you'd have to say, that Lucy Willits will be coming back at them, but you don't know. So what's that, 8:27.12?
Gap just around 3 seconds. At the moment, San Alfie, body length or so clear of India now.
Trying to come back at her, isn't she?
Yeah. So just a wee bit faster as Ella. Well, she is leading. She's not pulling away here, so the other two swimmers still in touch. Long way back in 4th place, Jennifer Smith. Now we're getting towards the halfway mark. That's a good snapshot of your leader. 9:40.94. Well, pace has certainly slowed down for Ella. Sana just a fraction faster. She's not making much of an inroad into the lead. But she's going a little bit faster. India Marshall might have to just try and pick things up to keep in touch with the two in front of her. So at halfway, 10:18.02. Oh, sorry, 8:50 we've gone. So we're expecting something round about the 10:54 and a half.
It's definitely not stretching too far, is it?
No.
They're all found a very similar rhythm. Double breath there for Ella, just grabbing that before she gets into the wall.
She's just beginning to try and pick it up again. Just pulling out almost half a second between first and second.
Just slightly faster on that split. And Sana can see that I was able to just swim that little bit faster coming down to the start end.
9:50 mark.
So see if split turns red on this one. And also 36.5 now, 36.8, so 3/10 slower going back the other way.
Well, it looks like though everybody's slowing down a wee bit.
Yeah.
But Ella's going faster of the three. A high 36. So our next split is probably going to be around about 12:08.
Just gradually building. We've gone about 4 meters now. I think there's a slight stretching out of the gap between Sana and India now as well. So up to 1,000 meters.
Here we go. What's this? That's 1,000.
Now, pace getting towards 74 seconds.
Yeah, just under, but yeah, it's about half a second, 100 slower than it was.
Yeah.
Well, that's identical to the 100 that she split a couple of hundreds ago. She pulled it back then, so let's see at this 2/3 mark whether she still in the 1817 pacing. So
Yeah, it has certainly dropped down to where it was earlier on. Yeah,
well, slightly slow there. Yeah, that's the first 37, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'll struggle to get much under 1820 now. Nevertheless, she is still pulling away from the other two girls. Yeah, maybe about 6-7 meters.
Yep. Nice shot there. Walking her into the wall. And she comes in
13:22,
1100.
16, and just a little bit under a 74, but it's a good half a second faster than the other two swimmers. And the Marshall might have an opportunity to try and get back into second place. There's still very little between the two. She's certainly not been dropped.
No. I mean, they've been pretty much in this position for the last 6, 7, 800s, I think, really. Just Ella. She does seem to swim faster up to the changing end and slightly slower on the way back down the other way. Oh, exactly the same 50 split there from India and Ella. I just think it's too big a gap for...
Yeah, it's far too big a gap now.
Unless Ella has a bit of a blow up, I just can't see Sana catching that up.
Yeah, we've only got, what, 300 metres to go when we come down to the turn here.
Satisfying 1500 so far, I would think. 14:36.
Just picked it up. That's the first one significant under 37 we've seen. And the other two girls pacing almost together, similar splits.
She's still going in for under 1820, which is still a good 10 seconds up on her entry. Sana was in on a 1817. So Ella just needs to hold it together. As we were saying this morning, it's that 1,000 to 1,200 that's often the really tough one in this 1500. You feel like you should be nearly done, but there's still quite a long way to go. 500 metres, another 37 point. But as I say, every length going up towards the changing end, she seems to manage to pick it up and go a 36 points.
Coming downhill now. So
it must be downhill.
Yeah, it's a wee bit easier when you're coming downhill.
And not sure it's affecting them all. Well, let's have a look when we get to the in the pool here. The little split times show you red, green and amber, which is quite handy. We haven't got that on the screen yet, but does let you know whether they've gone faster or slower than the previous one. And if you're a bit sad and
it's green,
like all these stats, it's quite a handy little tool.
15, 50, 36.
That's a 1:14 for the first time that she's split there in that last 100. So she didn't quite manage to make the advantage of the downhill bit, and
maybe she will now with just under 200 to go.
But I think there's still potential of a race between India and
there still is, yeah.
Sana. India's just on her feet. It's possible in this last 150, if she really motors, that she can give Sana a bit of a run for her money.
Yeah, game on for second place.
I think it is. Yeah, so half a second faster for India. You can just see she's up the tempo a wee bit. So that's where the race action is going to be, I think, in this last 150. In terms of the heat, Ella's got this one stitched up.
Bell will be ringing very, very shortly. So looking at a finish time probably round about the 18:13 mark. A really strong finish to get her close to 18:13, 18:14. India Marshall on the charge here. Can she get herself into second at the death? Keep an eye on that in a wee minute. Ella Took still going very nicely at the head of affairs. She'll want a very strong finish if she can. Well, it was only 37, you would have expected a bit more. So we might be looking at 18:16 perhaps. Both swimmers exactly the same split. 6:79.4 in it.
Oh, she's alright, look at her. India's kicking away there. I don't think she's, just don't know, do we?
She's not making any headway
Oh,
yet.
she is. She's right up on the shoulder now. There's Ella. We'll just focus on her for the minute, but the race is on for second and third. But here comes Ella. 18:17.71. Is India going to pull it through? She might, you know. She is.
She's just going to get that.
Oof. Not bad after 30 lengths, is it? So a super swim there from Ella. That's 12-13 seconds improvement on her entry time. Great racing from India, hanging on to that lane rope there. She'll be glad it's there. She comes in an 18:24, so that's slightly over her entry, but that was a super finish. So, and Lucy Willits.
Rebecca Somerville did actually swim in lane 2. It wasn't Kirsten Mackay with the Finn's cap that was the University of Aberdeen performance. So that's the first one under our belt. It becomes a little bit faster now at the end of the pool. We kick off with the Milan Open 50 metres breaststroke. Total of 5 heats. Some useful youngsters in the next one that have managed quite successfully to get themselves into junior finals and even into B finals, I think.
Yep.
I think Brogan Smith was one that
yeah, he has a super
got into a B final.
Definitely did. Yesterday, was it 100 breaststroke? Yes, it was, yes, yesterday. So 30:54 is the target for the junior final for these guys. And we've got at least one swimmer later on who'll be gunning for that.
Ian Gray, Jacob Brooks, Joshua Burkhill, Luke Garrity, Will Bram and James Farnham. They'll lane 6, but it might be Luke Garrity in lane 5, the City Glasgow swimmer. He takes that from lane 3 and 4. Jacob Brooks, Joshua Burkhill, 31.65, quarter of a second inside the entry time.
Solid swim.
So good start for our first heat.
Second heat, Tyler Spalding, Cameron Duncan, Zach Bellhouse, William Morris, Magnus Kelly, Alan Vido, Miller Cunningham and Rory McCallum. No lane through. Oh crikey, actually we've got a whole plethora of non-shows in this one. We've only got
just even numbers.
Yep. So there must have been.
Got my abacus out for you, Tony.
Cameron Duncan, William Morris, Alan Vido and Rory McCallum. There'll be no wash from the lane ropes on this one, I think. There's plenty of space between the swimmers. But, he's going strong. It is lane 8 maybe. Oh, it's actually, even may only be 4 of them, but they're pretty tight. Whoa. It is 8, 300 of a second. Rory McCallum, 31.44. So that's just inside his entry, so that's nice for Rudy. And Vito 31.47, 100th under his entry, so some decent swimming there. Yeah, we've got a full complement this time.
It's a full house this time. Jack Wallace, Thomas Harris, Henry Guppy, Thomas Davey, Alex Cantley, Gregor Ross, Harry Robinson, Fraser van den Boelen. 30.93 to 31.27. Pretty level start. Well away in lane 3, Henry Guppy, Millfield School. Also well there is Gregor Ross in 6. City Glasgow swimmer may just shade this one. Finishing strongly is Thomas Davey, University of Galloway. It's going to be 3, 4, and maybe 5. Lane 1. His third was Henry Guppy from Thomas Davey and Jack Wallace. 30.95.
Some there.
Line up for penultimate heat. And no lane 7, I think.
So Ethan Collins, Ethan McMillan, Cole, Aidan Fothergill, Craig Shaw, Jack Mitchell, Jacob Barnett, Ben Rogers in this one. 30.5 out to 30.9.
Great start in the silver cap in 4. Craig Shaw had a good day yesterday. Another swimmer at the moment, possibly about half a body length clear, going nicely in 6 and 8. Jacob Barnett, Ben Rogers, but Craig Shaw I think has got this one. Might be Ben Rogers in 8. It is, and in 6.
Wow. I mean that's
what was that? Well,
that's a second up on his entry time, well into the junior final. Almost made it into the B final. I think he'll be a reserve for that B final.
That was a great swim.
Yeah.
I did expect him to swim pretty well given what he did yesterday, but
he's tied second reserve for the B final. Might be one of these dreaded swim-offs, Robert. We'll have to see.
We'll be okay.
You reckon?
Brogan Smith will swim fast.
Well, this heat here.
And the Canadian lad,
yeah,
perhaps.
I think you're right. Wilfred Lee, Max Higgins, Brogan Smith, Benjamin Saison, Rudy Webster, Dylan Mitchell, Connor Meelan and Callum Aitchison. I think you're right. I think there's a couple of, well, although 29.39 is fast.
Oh, it's a good race. Even in 7, Connor Meelan from Le Mans. He's going well. Oh, it's a tight one. Seskin, the Canadian, coming through very strongly indeed. Brogan Smith not out of it either. And it's going to be 4, 5 and maybe 7. Well, 4, 7, 5. There we are, Benjamin Seskin. 29.79.
Yeah, so he's definitely got himself into that junior final, as well a number of the others. Collins too old for that.
Rudy Webster I think might be too old, but Brogan Smith's okay.
Yeah, so he should just be, 2 or 3 of them will be in that, I'm pretty sure.
It's butterfly for the ladies, 50-metre butterfly. Sophie Steele, University of Aberdeen Performance 1, Emily Dawson, Mulgan Bearsden 2, Amelia Morris, Derwentside and Gateshead. 4 is Eva Alguera, Mulgan Bearsden. 5, Iona Riki Ayala, Aberdeen Dolphins. 6, Gina Wren, City Glasgow. 7, Veronica Karuki, East Lothian Swim Team. And from the Isle of Man, Elizabeth Curfey. We have a full house. Other than lane 8. Well, they're almost in a line. Lane 6 perhaps, Gina Wren, but it is very tight. Lane 4, Eva Alguera coming through to try and take it up, but it's a tight one. Oh,
6-3,
Lane
7.
one.
Lane 1, Sophie Steele. Gina Wren. And in 4, Eva Alguera, 30-28.
So a nice one for there, Sophie.
Yeah.
0.3 up on our entry. Just to let you know, the junior time in this one's 28.93. So there are some swimmers maybe in that last heat in particular that could be challenging for that, but that's not to say others couldn't do it as well. And as we move into the second heat, we have Leo Prager, Katie Aitchison, Mariana Patrick, Natasha McDonnell, Amy Rowell, Heather Clubb, Charlotte Craig and Charlotte Hunter. Again, very tight. Another lane 8 fast start here. Charlotte Hunter from Northumberland and Durham. And I think it may well be lane 8. That's Charlotte Hunter.
3.
30.1.
Yeah, very close call for that one.
Lane 1 winner in the last heat, lane 8 in this one.
Yeah.
So peppering into the 30s, maybe we'll get into that this time. Moving on to the third heat. Catherine Noble, Raya Harrand, Karen Kelly, Nadine Wilson, Ellen Denny, Bella Jones, and out in lane 8, Perry Scobie. You can see the numbers up on the screen there, the reaction times to the start.
Not very good, though, in the 0.7 range.
Usually down in the 0.6, 0.5s you'd be looking for.
Lane 4 going pretty nicely at this early stage. It's gone halfway. It's Nadine Wilson. She looks as though she's maybe just going to take this one, the Borough Stockton swimmer. Lane 3 and lane 5. Green Kelly, 29.72 takes second, 29.50 for Nadine. And in 5, Ellen Denny, 30.32.
Nice swim there from Nadine. That's 29.9 entry, so she should be pleased with that. And we're getting closer and closer to that 28.93. Let's see whether Katie Coventry, Rebecca Shand, Freya Keeling, Louise Connell, Maya Curry. Maya's not in. Melissa Turnbull and Josie Grimes. No, it's just lane 6. Melissa Turnbull's missing. Isabella Thanasoulas from Hackney in 8. Entry times here 29.7 to 29.9. So only 0.2 between them on entry times. And that is pretty close there. Maybe lane 5. Maya Curry looking strong. Between her and Louise Connell, who's going to get the edge? Maya, 30.33. Slightly down on our entry. So, tie for fourth there.
Louise Howard, Abby Craig, Alexa Mann, Alana Nightingale-Ellis, Sophia McMahon, Maddie Kuhl, Asma Lefay, and Amenja Adamiti. Very, very close at the halfway mark. It's maybe just lane 3, Alexa Mann. I think it is Alexa with the advantage. Then 4, Nightingale-Ellis. And maybe in lane 1, lane 1 and 2. Roll so well there. Well, Maddie Kuhl got second. Alexa Mann, no doubt about who took that by some margin. Maddie Kuhl takes second. Asma Lefay in third. Still no one troubling the judges.
No, last chance. And actually in this heat, it's only Alice Astra in 1, Alice in 4, and Edith Bryce in 8 who can make that junior final. They're joined by Kira Pemble, Emma Scobie, Connie Palmer, Xenia Mann and Jade Blake. And lane 4, Alice Cumming, City of Glasgow swimmer. She's a national age group champion. And can
she's putting on.
Yeah, looking good. I think she's going to take this one. It's very tight though. Oh, on the finish.
Not fast enough though.
Oh, only just not fast enough. 29.02. And I think that gets her joint first reserve for that junior final. Just to give you the heebie-jeebies, Robert. So we now have a joint first reserve. Again, don't know whether we'll do anything about that, but
hard to tell. We've not been in this position the first couple of days, and if we get to that position, some of the swimmers having swum in the morning, do they swim it 5 minutes before we start?
Well,
yeah,
it's not for us to worry about, Robert.
It certainly isn't.
I'll generally deal with that one.
So it's male and open 100 metres freestyle. Bjorn Owen in 2, University of Stirling. 3, Panos Angelikis, University of Aberdeen Performance. 4 is Henry Gillam from Camden Swiss Cottage. 5, Carol Alexander, City Sunderland. 6, Nathan McManus, Team England. In fact, no Henry Gillam from Camden Swiss Cottage. Sam Downey, University of Stirling in the outside lane, which is lane 7. That's it. Paris with the advantage, 27.76. For the swimmers, sub a minute in this. And, we'll see how Paris does time-wise. Coming in to the wall, and he takes that. 57.27. Alexander 58.09 second, and McManus 59.03 in third place.
It's a mere 15 heats of this one. Cameron Jameson up in lane 1, Finch Geary, the step rock swimmer in 2, Aaron McGee from City of Sunderland in 3, Austin McPherson, the Geary swimmer in 4, Ernest Hill, Reed School in 5, Conan Swinney from Derwent and Gateshead in 6, Rowan Bissett from Brighton College in 7, and Christian Matheson, Newcastle in 8. Sorry, so Cameron Jameson isn't here. Well, not a lot between them here, really. He's going to get the 50, maybe lane 2, no, lane 5, 26.78.
Could we have coaches please from Newcastle swim team and Millfield School 2
It's now lane 7 coming through, Rowan Bissett, along with lane number 2, Finch Geary, step rock swimmer. I need a 54.91. Good swim there.
Yeah, very tidy.
Second Finch, Conan Swinney takes third. Should be pleased with that, Rowan. So a good second almost inside his entry. Here we go for heat number 3. Andrew Liu from Step Rock in 1, Daniel Oliver, the Birmingham University swimmer in 2, Brogan Smith back in the water in 3, Glenn Rothis, Callum McKenzie from Perth City in 4, Fergus Woodward, Portobello in 5, Jamie Steadman from Team England in 6, Ethan Williams from Newcastle in 7, and that's it, no lane 8. So maybe going out Lane 5, that's Fergus Woodward, the Portobello swimmer. Brogan Smith just out from a very strong 50 breaststroke, and he's in lane 3, and he may well just, not quite lane 2, it looked like Daniel Oliver, 26.19. And Daniel, the Birmingham University swimmer. Brogan Smith is our reigning Scottish national age group champion. He went a 54.6 in this pool last weekend at the East Districts. But it's a big ask after that 50 breaststroke, and storming ahead in lane 6 is Jamie Steadman, the Team England swimmer, 53.47. And it's a strong swim from him there. Way inside his entry time. That was almost 2 seconds, so maybe a while since he's done that race, I think. Callum Mackenzie and then Fergus Woodward.
So on to heat 4. Empty lane 1, Sam Simpson, Reed School. Into Jed Armitage, Sharon Swim Team 3, Benjamin Beale, Dermot Said, Gateshead, Thomas Bickford from Tyndale in 5, Taylor Hutton, Carnegie 6, and 2 Annick Dolphin swimmers, Tom Robinson and Alexander Brown 7 and 8. And it's one of the Dolphins, Tom Robinson, who's dominating this early stage. 55.10 his entry time, 54.94 the fastest entry time, and 25.86. First and second ahead of Sam Simpson from Reed School.
That's a super sim here from Tom, my goodness.
Benjamin Beale probably just third with Alexander Brown, but Tom Robinson.
So he's going to be close to this junior final, 53.58. Ooh, very strong though. Nearly a second inside his entry. Nice swim there.
Brown and Beale 55.02 and 13 respectively, second and third.
Here we go, Lewis Maxwell Pauls, Warren de Bass in 1. Swim teammate Conor Aspinall in 2. Marcus Hay is not here. Benjamin McAvoy, University of Stirling in 4. Max Jarowski, Millfield School in 5. Harry Willis, Newcastle in 6. Gannon Robertson, University of Stirling in 7. Jack Pritchard, Wigan Best in 8. Very strong start in 4. Benjamin McAvoy, University of Stirling. 23-year-old, but he's been caught up. Lane 7 there. It's Gannon Robertson from his teammate from the University of Stirling. Going well as well in 2 is Conor Aspinall. And it's Gannon, then Conor. Looks like it's 7 and 8 now. Gannon Robertson and Jack Pritchard of University of Stirling and Wigan Best respectively. Who's going to get the touch? Fighting really hard out there. And coming through strong in 6 is Harry Willis. He's going to get the touch. It's lane 8.
Yeah.
It's a super race. It's a strong finish from Harry. Gannon Robertson, who was the leader for quite a while. Ends up in 3rd. Yeah, sure. Next heat, in lane 1, we have Kashopi Obatoyinbo from Mount Kelly. Conor McAteer from Leinster in 2. Frank Lamb from Millfield in 3. In 4, we have George Bailey. In 6, Zach Bellhouse. And in 8, Josh Zachary. Strong start in 3. That's Frank Lamb from Millfield. He had some good swims yesterday, actually, if I remember. And also going well in 8. But it's definitely Frank Lamb, 25.77. He's Good first 50. Just the fastest, so let's see what he can bring back from here. Entry time for him is a 54.07. And he does look very strong here. As he comes in to the wall, it's going to be Frank. Oh, this is a 53. 58. And that is joint. 6th into the junior final. So nicely done for him, but there are quite a lot of swims still to come.
More to come.
There's another 9 heats, so I think he's gonna, I wouldn't book his ticket yet, but he's got himself a fighting chance. A few more swimmers missing here. So we have Oliver Parry in 1, Team England. In 2 we have Callum MacArthur. In 4, Alex Holmes and Glenrothes. In 6 we have Tom Belt from Mount Kelly and Oscar Bellinger. Not here. Philip Lindeberg from Tavi Sim, the Swedish team, in there in lane 7. So only 5 in the pool. Oh, not a lot between them. Maybe lane 1, Oliver Parry, the Team England swimmer, finalist at the Lancashire Championships, and he touches in a 25.71. So that's again marginally faster than previous. And he's still holding that lead, but there's not a lot in it. Look at this, 5 swimmers almost in a line. And who is going to take this? Alex Holm coming back strong, the Glenrothes youngster, national champion. Who's going to get it? It is Alex. What a swim.
Yep, that is
53.27. So that does put him up the field. I think it's going to be very tight for this junior final. I'm going to stop making any predictions on that. Tom Belt, Kelly Swimmer came in 2nd, Callum MacArthur in 3rd, but super final 50 for Alex, putting himself in a shout.
Owen Wilson, Ramsbottom 1, Greer van der Woulen, Phoenix Aquatics 2, Adam Thompson, University of Stirling 3, Thomas Lydiard, Birmingham University 4, Nicholas Land, Newcastle Swim Team in 5, 6, Dylan Broom, Swansea University 7, Navy Singular, Highland Swim Team, and 8, Noah Switzer, Swim on Star. Now full house in this one, smartly away in lane 3, Adam Thompson, Owen Wilson, Ramsbottom on the near side going pretty well. Over in lane 7, Navy Singular and Noah Switzer. In 7 and 8, not far behind, but lane 3 with a mighty big advantage. 24.72. Noah Switzer on the far side, 25.40. Owen Wilson, 25.60. Well, it's all over the place here. No problem with identifying who's got the lead. It's Adam Thompson. Oh, Switzer in lane 8. It's the 1-2. And 3rd will be lane 5. Nicholas Land, 52.74.
Nicely inside entry. Noah Switzer as well.
53.04 and a 54.13. I don't know if Nicholas Land is going to be in with that.
No.
Don't think so.
Nope. You're going to be doing 53s, if not 52s, to get in a junior final, I think. Into this heat 9. Harry Burns, Bath University in 1. James Bodie, University of Aberdeen Performance in 2. Lucas Tracy, Mount Kelly in 3. Colton Dorfield from Millfield in 4. Giuliano Lastrone, University of Stirling in 5. Benjamin Roberts from Grantham in lane 6. Wilfred Lee, Millfield in 7. And Leon Taylor, Brighton in lane 8. Full complement, and it is Leon, the Brighton and Hove swimmer, out there in lane 8. He's gone off very fast here. 25.29. It's down on the previous heat, which was particularly fast, but he's looking strong here. Leon Taylor. I don't think he's going to get caught. But they are coming back a wee bit, but he had such a strong lead. He's going to take this one. And in he comes in, actually pretty comfortably by the end. 52.75. That's a nice swim for him. So, half a second up. James Body, Lucas Gallant, Tracy coming in third.
Swim from Leon.
Yeah, really nice.
Full house, I think. Matthew Diffins, Birmingham University 1. Peter Allen, University of Stirling 2. Daniel Harvey, Swim Ulster 3. Jack Francie, University of Stirling 4. James Kilpatrick, Carnegie 5. Sidar Gulen, Edinburgh University 6. Harry Cook, Aberdeen Dolphins 7. And Elliot Arnold, Borough of Stockton, lane number 8. Very good start in 4. Jake France from University of Stirling also pretty well there. Harry Cook, Aberdeen Dolphins swimmer in 7. Elliot Arnold in 8. At the moment it's lane 8 and 7 from 4 and they're after that.
Harry Cook out really strongly there. He is was a finalist in this at the Next Gen meet last year. He's only 16, Harry, and this is a really super swim here from him. Lane 4, it's Jack France from University of Stirling, but I think Harry's got this. It's about the time. He needs to get, if he can get in the 52s, even better. 53s, give him a shout. 52.96. Well, it's got to be in a shout for that junior final, but we'll just have to just work it all out at the end. It's very, very tight. Jack France 53.3. Matthew Defanes coming in third.
Christian Gale in 1. Joe Jennings, that's from Loughborough University, Team England, in 2. James Dakin, Leeds University 3. Samuel Pye Finch, Birmingham University in 4. Cameron Travis, University of Aberdeen 5. Luca Power, swim Leinster, empty lane in 7. And Jack Bambra, City Cardiff, lane 8. Lanes 3 and possibly 1. James Dakin is behind Christian Gale. It's the other way round. Dakin has the lead from Gale. Joe Jennings between them in third. It's tight.
Well, he's looking strong, isn't he?
Yeah, the leader is still James Dakin. Luca Power in 6 coming through, along with Cameron Travis. But it's lane 3. Wow, 51, 58.
Oh, he looked very good there, didn't he? Lead swimmer. So B finals 50.87, but still that's a big improvement for the Leeds University swimmer. Luca Power in 2nd, Cameron Travis edging in 3rd.
Adam Tabernacle, Durham City 1. Magnus Kelly, Ellerman 2. Lachlan Smallmount, Kelly's College 3. Ethan Summit-Moss, Loughborough University in 4. Danny Kish, Brighton College 5. Harry Robinson, Ellerman 6. Charlie Phelps, Millfield School in 7. Empty lane is lane 8.
Strong start in 1 here. Adam Tabernacle, Durham City swimmer, 24.69, so that's pretty swift. Harry Robinson out there in 6. So it's a bit of an inverse arrow here. And is Adam Tabernacle going to be able to hang on? Are they coming back at him? It looks like they are. Maybe Harry Robinson, Isle of Man swimmer. Is he going to take it?
Oh, yeah, lane 1 says this.
Adam just 52.43. Right, round about his entry time.
Nicholas, isn't it? 1, City Glasgow. 2, Jack Jenkinson, University of Aberdeen Performance. 3, Gavin Shinkinshock, Canada. 4, Joseph Way, Loughborough University. Monty Smith, 5, Wickham District. 6, Melvin Bossam, Tabby Sim. 7, Anton Simonek, Canada. And 8, Jacob Brown, University of Loughborough University. And strongly out, Melvin, the Swede, 24, 94. Quarter of a second advantage he has, coming through very strongly to challenge Anton Simonek. It's 6 and 7.
Is Anton going to come back? I think he is, you know.
Just hangs on.
He does, 51.8.
51.8, 51.82. In second place was Monty Smith, 52.34.
So that's Anton, a junior there. So, yeah, I think it's 51.52 to get into that junior final now. Into the penultimate heat of this one. Lucas Brown in 1. Efstratios Patasurias in 2. Ruben Alti, Millfield in 3. Benjamin Davies, Mount Kelly in 4. Alexander Moore from Wickham District in 5. Sky Sharples, Millfield in 6. Benjamin Hatfield from Loughborough in 7. Right there in 8, Noah Wheeler. Lane 6 going strong. Sky Sharples, the Millfield swimmer. And let's see, he's in on a 51.66. But it's actually lane 4, Benjamin Davis, the Mount Kelly swimmer, who takes this one. 24.72. That is not quite the fastest we've seen. But it's between these two now, the Millfield swimmer, Sky Sharples, and Benjamin Davis in 4. Who's going to get the edge? Mount Kelly versus Millfield. That's been said many a time over the years, but maybe lane 2 coming through. It is. Estratios Patsurias, 51.70. So that's a super swim from him. Just almost on his entry. He's a junior, so we'll just have to wait and see. We'll get the confirmation of that at some point. Final heat, Robert Derbyshire, Bath University in 1. Thomas Exale, Loughborough Uni in 2. Evan Davidson, the Edinburgh University swimmer, in 3. Harley James, Loughborough Uni in 4. Benji Jeffries from University of Stirling in 5. Oliver Murray, Millfield in 6. His teammate Ewan Pedersen in 7. And in 8, Logan van den Meulen, Phoenix swimmer.
.51.48, 51.60, another type 1 on entry time, smartly away in lane 6. Benji Jeffries, University of Stirling, who knows this pool pretty well, Benji. Putting that to good use, but Ian Peterson, Millfield in lane number 7, might just be the early leader from Logan van den Meulen, 24.81. Well, they're all pretty fast times. Still over on the far side. Van den Meulen now coming through to challenge Logan van den Meulen from Peterson.
Flat line all the way across. You like little things like that. Keep us going, don't they, Robert?
Lane 5 finishing extremely strongly is Oliver.
Spoiled Oliver.
Oliver.
Let us down.
Why did you go just a wee bit faster? Because you know he eased up.
Almost. Never mind.
Well done, Logan. 51.72. A disqualification wouldn't have helped us. You rarely get that.
You know, you do. That's a kind of sad thing you and I quite like, but there we go.
Yeah. I'd like to see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but in an 8-lane pool it's very, very rare.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare in a 6-lane pool, but it does come up once in a while.
Ah, well, almost.
C'est la vie.
Almost.
I occasionally get a a heat that comes through as a seeded finish. But again, that doesn't happen very often.
So we're just now waiting, get these. Show that start blocks on straight. Number 4, just there we go. Thank you.
Another added innovation.
Yeah.
Mechanisms over the years.
Back in the day.
What would we have done without them?
No.
Probably got the meet finished an awful lot quicker, Tony.
Possibly, but it does help the swimmers. I do remember Commonwealth Games in Brisbane in 1982 when the Australians had found this little spray thing that they put on their feet.
Yeah.
It was entirely legal, but it was a sticky gel, and they were the only ones that had it, and they were using it liberally through that 82 Commonwealth Games. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Here we go, female turner back, 5 heats in this one. 4 swimmers. Leonie Bedborough, Hearts in 1. 2 Warner swimmers, Rosie Stutchfield and Grace Picken in 3 and 4. Freya Keeling, Carnegie in 5, and that's also Maddie Barber. So I actually got 5 swimmers, hallucinating here. And it is Maddie Barber, the University of Stirling 20-year-old, who's out there in lane 6. And she's gone out fairly steady here. 34.79. 2 Warner swimmers battling it out there. Grace Picken and Rosie Stutchfield, both 16. Sorry, one of them's, Grace Picken is swimmer in lane 4, Rosie in 3. And it is Rosie who's just ahead. She's finalist at Snags in this event last year. As was Grace. Rosie was 7th and Grace was 8th, and then they were both finalists in the summer meet, with Rosie 4th and Grace 6th, and then they were both finalists at East Districts in this pool, a couple of weeks, a month or so ago, and Rosie was 3rd and Grace was 4th, so Grace will want to settle a few scores on this one, and she's pretty close.
Still all to play for though, with 60 metres to go.
It is.
Even somebody in 4th place, Freya Keeling, not totally out of it, or on the near side, the Heart swimmer. If they can find something really special, they're only about 3 seconds back. That's still a big ask.
Yeah, fast 50 there from Rosie. Look at that, 39 point. She went from 2nd to 1st in that one, and I think she's got.
Yeah, she's got the momentum with her now.
Definitely.
And Rosie Stutchfield looks as though she's going to take this one. Maddie Barber looks good for 2nd, and Warner swimmer in 3rd place. Grace Pickens will hang on to take 3rd. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. That's the finish order. We've not had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a finish order, time-wise.
Well, it's got to, Robert. We're looking for any mathematical conundrum we can get ourselves through.
Full house in this one. Amiral, City Glasgow 1. Lucy Kellis, Belsill Sharks 2. Ella Rousseau. City Glasgow 3. Isabel Cohen. Heart of Midlothian 4. Jessica Thomas. Burris Stockton in 5. Rebecca Somerville. University of Aberdeen Performance 6. Chloe Semple. Rutherglen Glen 7. And Lauren Dunlop. Dumfries in 8.
Oh, nice starts.
Yeah, nice start over in lane 7 and also in lane 3. Ella Russo now swimming for City Glasgow, the swimmer previously at Renfrew Baths. And she's out very nicely along with the Belsill swimmer. Lucy Kellis, those two know one another pretty well, swimming in the districts. not very much in it, 100th in it. Lucy Kellis, 18-year-old from Belsill, but a better turn from Isla. Also getting herself in the mix is the Borough Stockton swimmer Jessica Thomas, and she's coming through very strongly as Jessica. Inside the final 15 metres, and the Borough Stockton swimmer I think has got this one from Isla Russo, and Lucy it's going to be the 1, 2, 3. We've still got another 100 metres to go though, Tony.
We do. You were just testing us there, Robert.
Yep. So all to play for 4. Girls pretty well in a line here. The Hearts last coming through, Isabel Cohen. She's just gradually building this race up, and looks as though she's timed this spot on. On a body length clear, you'll see a 38.59. She has the momentum with her, and the Hearts lass is not going to lose this one, I don't think. 152.96, well clear.
Yep, 229 entry.
Yeah.
Got second at East Districts in this pool back in February time, and she's looking like she's going to stitch this one up, no problem. It's going to be how close she is to that 229. Not going to be too far off, I don't think. Maybe just over 230. That's a nice swim from Isabella.
Yeah.
Strong second half, and she made up and pulled away from the others pretty clearly on that one. So that's a solid swim for Isabella. I see Lauren Dunlop and Jessica Thompson tussled it out with Amy Rowell and Lucy Kellis for second to fifth. Not a lot between them, but it was Lauren and Jessica who came out on top. Into the third heat in this one, Caitlin Reid, Warren Baths in 1, Isabel Wood, Edinburgh Uni in 2, Abby Crabe from University of Aberdeen Performance in 3, Lucy Willits from Grantham in 4, Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton in 5, Alicia Hodgson, Derwentside and Gateshead in 6, Molly Weir from Heart of Midlothian in 7, and in 8, Amy Rimmer.
Number 3,
228 to 229, a second and a half cover them on entry times. Great start in lane 2, Isabel Wood, most experienced of the field, ex-Stirling swimming swimmer, based now in Edinburgh at Edinburgh University, where she's been swimming for a few years. And in lane 1, Caitlin Reid from Wanda is up sides and over the far side. Amy Rimmer, Belsill Sharks. So it's outside Smokies going well, along with Isabel Wood. It is still Isabel Wood. But, she's dragging Caitlin Reid along with her. Well, the last from Derwentside, Gateshead, Alicia Hodgson, now coming through menacingly to take it up. And it is lane 6. 122.24 from Isabel, 112.28. Molly Weir from Hearts is now third. So we'll see how this one develops with just a little bit over 50 to go. Still to play for Isabel Wood, Alicia Hodgson. Alicia maybe just with the touch notes. Isabel 150.87. Well, we're looking at finish time 2:28, Tony, 2:29. Isabel Wood still maintains the advantage in pulling further and further away. The rest are flying behind to try and get third.
It's looking like this is hurting her though here. Edinburgh University swimmer coming back. And is she going to hold on?
She is.
Just.
Lisa Hodgson,
2:29.
and in lane 4, Lucy Willits flying at the end. You see that 37.52. She was the fastest in the pool on that last 50, but so far back, third place was the best she was going to achieve. 2:29.46. But Isabel, just a 3/4 of a second roughly over her entry time, but a pretty solid swim nevertheless. Don't know if Mum Kerry's here this afternoon watching her. Ian's number 2.
So into heat 4, Hannah McTernan, Newcastle in 1, Katie Aitchison, the Warrender swimmer in 2, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton in 3, Rebecca Ogier, Derwentside and Gateshead in 4, Amelia Morris from Derwentside and Gateshead in 6, Serena Gill, Reed School in 7, and Sierra Broadbelt, Mount Kelly in lane 8. Nice start from Sierra. It's a lovely start there, the Cayman Islands swimmer. Right there in lane number 8. And, she's looking pretty strong out there so far. 18-year-old Mount Kelly, 33.55. So she see what she can do to hold on here, but she's holding good form on this second 50. Very steady body position and head position there. Going as well in 1. Hannah McTernan, the Newcastle swimmer. And it's these two at the moment that are in the lead, coming through, as you might expect. Rebecca Ogier from Derwentside and Gateshead, she's fastest in. But it is Sierra Broadbelt who has just under a second, 0.99 to be precise, 1:10.72.
Nice strong start.
Yeah. So 2:25.8 is the junior final, which she is eligible for. But, I think that's going to be tight to make.
Probably needs to turn round about a 1:47.
Yeah. She had 37 in the last 50. If she can do another 37 here,
half a chance.
She has got half a chance. She definitely has. 1:47.83. So if she can repeat that, which isn't easy, backstroke this last 50, it's all about the legs.
Depends what the abacus says.
It depends what the abacus says. For those who weren't here this morning, Robert had made extensive use of his abacus to work out lots of times. But this is a super swim from Sierra.
Yeah.
And this is going to be tight. 2:25.8. It's going to be close. I think she's going to make this, isn't she? Yeah.
Scooshed it.
Absolutely. Smashed it. 2:23.81. That is really, really strong swimming. And she is 18, so she will get herself into that one. She's moved herself up. 2:25.80. So she's.
Well done, Sarah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Gets herself into about 6th place. So
that's assuming she doesn't have to catch the flight home
well,
tonight.
let's hope
Yeah,
not. Let's hope not.
Thought so.
Well, no, but she's Mount Kelly, so hopefully they'll be staying the night, I'm sure.
They will be.
So final heat. All of these are 18 and under, so these are all swimmers who can knock Sierra off her final perch.
But one of the swimmers doesn't have the flag flying. The Australian.
Indeed, yeah, we'll come on to that. And Nadine Wilson, Borough Stockton in 1, Ara Gill, Carnegie in lane 2, Lexi Mulcahy, said Australian from Plymouth College in 3, Rebecca Malling from Bellshill in 5, Lisa McNair, Stirling Swim in 6, Abigail Crawford from City of Glasgow in 7, and Matilda Smith City of Sunderland in lane 8.
Makes it a wee bit easier. Alice Forrest, a no-show in 4. But she was the fastest on entry time, so she might have had a hope of getting into the junior final. Flying down the first 50 in lanes 3 and 6, and also in lane 1 are Lexi Mulcahy, Lisa McNair, and Dean Wilson.
So Lexi Mulcahy is a finalist at the Australian Age Group Championships. He is the said Australian who snuck in under the radar when it came to the flags. You won't know what we're talking about in the building here. We have flags dotted around the place representing the countries that are here at this meet, and the only one missing is the Australian flag of Lexi Mulcahy. She was also swam at the Luxembourg meet recently, where she made the B final, went a 2:22. So if she can repeat that here, which Lisa, Nadine and Wilson are still ahead of her now, 109.33. You've got to think
all 3 of them have got a chance.
Got a big chance. That will push. I think that would push Sierra out actually, because she's 6th at the moment.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have to wait and see. This is getting tight.
Now Lisa McNair's going to get in.
She looked strong, didn't she, Lisa? She had a good 100 yesterday.
Abacus is saying definitely. Yeah. She's going very well as Lisa.
And she turns.
That looks about a 37. 37 and a half, yep. So she needs to have a nice strong finish, as do the other 2 girls, if they want to give them half a chance. I think there's a fair chance here, that's fine.
I think Lexi Mulcahy is slightly behind the pacing of Sierra in the previous heat, so they're going to have to come back strong.
And they don't seem to have that momentum that Sierra had out of the final turn. Lisa McNair's fine though.
Yeah, definitely.
She's going to be about a 2:24. Pretty close to 2:24. 2:23.77. That'll be good.
Yeah, that's in. I think Sierra from the previous heat's in. Nadine, Lexi and Rebecca, good swims. Just outside that junior final, but that's a super swim there from Lisa.
Well, Lisa, you're back tonight.
We'll see you back here tonight.
Yeah, you don't get out of that. So we're pleased with that. For some of them, it'll be quite a shock that they've made a final.
Yeah.
Most unexpected for some of these girls.
Just to remind folks, it starts a bit half an hour earlier than it has the last few nights. So it's 5 o'clock starts tonight. We've also got some sort of special relays at the end. There's a lot of top British talent here at the Commonwealth pool in Edinburgh, and we're going to be doing some invitational relays at the end with the likes of James Guy and Duncan Scott and Freya Colbert swimming in them. So if you're watching this evening, you can look forward to that at the end. Back to the normal racing. We're now on to the male and open turn of backstroke.
Just 5 heats to look forward to. In lane number 3, it's pronounced Sky Kabushkai from University of Aberdeen Performance. Zachary Weatherhead, his teammate in 3, Jack McGann, University of Stirling in 4, Harris Warwick in lane 5, and in 6, Sky Connolly, University of Aberdeen Performance. Well, 29.97. Is this a correct entry time? 2:20?
If it is.
27.97. Well, maybe he's out to
get a 100
time, and will coast for the remaining 100.
That will become very apparent very soon.
Yeah, that's what he was out. Well, yeah, that was a good call, Tony.
Well, I was kind of hoping he was, otherwise it was going to be a painful watch. And I'm glad he did go for that 100.
We'll come on to that in a wee minute, Tony. And if you can you make out what the time was for the second swimmer? in
can.
lane 3.
105.48.
105.48, thank you. So that's roughly the time we would expect a split in the next heat.
It's not unusual for that to happen. Somebody to go out in fast in a longer event. Sometimes you just need to get a time, and it can be the only chance that you get. So you just have to take it.
Yeah.
Keep that pace going. Just ticking over the 207. Next time you can swim from Weatherhead and from Swabic Connolly as well. But here comes Zachary Weatherhead.
2:16.42. Nice PB for Zach.
Yeah.
And for Harry as well. 2:19.69. Yeah, just coming back to that. If you want to swim, well, if you're swimming a 200 and you're going flat out to get a time, say, and you just want a split at the 50 mark, you must complete the race. Don't just stop at 50 and think that's it.
Yep.
You must complete the race. That 50 split can be used for entries for a 50 free, 50 back. Similarly, that 100 split could also be used. And we've seen times where swimmers are entered and have got a time for a 200, but they don't have a 50, they don't have a 100. So they went to the 200 because that's the only 200 taking part that weekend that they can enter, because they're maybe not fast enough for the other ones, and they blitz it, but they've got to finish the race. Otherwise, it's a DQ, as I did not finish.
Yep.
Another bit of useless information. But,
lesson for you all out there.
Yeah. That's,
it would be a bit frustrating if you'd done a great swim and then.
But certainly that's used for Scottish national age groups. You know, clubs will look at, right, have my swimmers got a 50 time for 100 when they swim a 100-metre event.
You've also got to make sure you swim it legally. So on that backstroke there, he would have needed to make sure he didn't turn onto his front and all those kind of things.
He did stop, but he remained on his back.
So he was all right.
Push off on his front for the next 200. Aidan Anderson, 32.53.
Anderson leading off, ignoring from the split in the first heat.
So we'd expect something a wee bit faster than a 105 from these guys.
Anderson in the white cap in lane 5, but really just been overtaken by Fergus Reid now.
Out in lane 8. Fergus Reid. 108.
Of course, in something like 100 or 200 freestyle, you sometimes do get swimmers who might do a butterfly. They may occasionally do a breaststroke, but the time that they complete the race is actually determined as a freestyle time, regardless of whether they swam it on a different stroke or not. And if they want to do backstroke, they can't start in the water. They must dive and then carry on for the rest of the race doing backstroke. But as I say, that time would be classified as a 100 or a 200 freestyle swim.
Strong second half here from somewhere in lane 5. That's Aidan Anderson, the University of Aberdeen swimmer. He's been doing some long distance freestyles this weekend. He's on backstroke. I see him do a breaststroke race as well, but anyway, he's pulled through strongly on the second half of this race. Came in on a 2:17.8, not that far off it, 2:20.47.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, solid swim there for him.
He'll be quite happy with that.
Yeah, certainly been mixing it around on the events he's been doing. I'm sure Snags in a couple of weeks will be a big target for him.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing him in a couple of weeks' time.
Heat 3, Austin McPherson, Gary in 1. Finlay Bennett from Rutherglen in 2. Finlay Brown from East Lothian in 3. Max Higgins from Reed School In lane 4, Marcus Haig from Wickham District in 5. Michael O'Neill, Borough Stockton in 6 and 7. Kyle Mossman, the East Kilbride swimmer. And in lane 8, Cooper Sloss from Ren 96. Quick change on the starting ledge there for Repton School, Reed School's Max Higgins.
Yeah. Of course, because I do a fair bit over in the west, I'm especially looking forward to lane 2, the Rutherglen swimmer, one of the smaller clubs in the west, and now and again a wee nugget appears, and this lad's been swimming well the last 6-9 months. Went up to the long course meet in January up at Dundee, and of course nobody really would have heard much of Finlay, but he swam extremely well, surprised them with some cracking times, good PBs. So interesting to see how he does in this swim. A nice strong start in lane 5. Wickham District's Marcus Haig, 2:15.24 entry time, 30.33, a very strong start. Kyle Mossman, the East Kilbride swimmer.
Very tight across 5 of them there, isn't it? Not a lot between the rest of them, but goodness me, Marcus Haig, turning back is not one you want to get paced wrong. If you start to struggle on that final 50, it can feel terrible. And legs really start to ache, and your arms have run out of power. I don't think he's doing what we had in the first heat.
No, he's kept us pretty steady.
It's not flat out, but he's way ahead. So the junior final, which he is eligible for, is 2:11.74. He's given himself a fighting chance of that, I would say.
Yeah. He wants about a 1:30.
32, so as long as this is
somewhere around
34, he'll be all right. He needs a 68 for the last 100. 69 anyway, so he's in there. If he can just keep this going, my goodness.
The 1:36 is okay if he can keep it going, as you say. And
he'll be well under if he keeps this going.
I fancy my interest in Finlay Bennett to get him second or third here. So a pretty solid swim from lane 2.
Yep, he's going to get third, but there's no doubt about the winner of this heat, Marcus Haig.
Fabulous swim.
Look at this, he's not far off the B final, to be honest, but he's
he's got
tied up a wee bit.
Or he's potentially got another swim near Tony, as you say.
So he's into 6th place, so he can have another couple of people go faster than him. There are a lot to come, and a number of them are way under that 2:11 time for the junior final, so we'll just have to wait and see.
But a Stockton swimmer virtually on his entry time, as was Finlay Bennett. Good swims from those two, and at this time of the season, get close to your entry time, you're doing well.
Yep.
Well done there to Marcus. Edward Bell, Milfield School in 1. In 2, Aaron Drake, Warner Bass Club. Evan Gallagher, Derwentside and Gateshead 3. 4, Archie Maguire, City Sunderland. Down the road from there, and up the road, Newcastle swim team's Owen Brown. 5, and his teammate Harry Gibson 6. Cameron O'Donnell, Hamilton Bass Club 7. Peter McGrowther, Derwentside and Gateshead in lane 8. Well, a good contingent from the northeast of England.
Yeah.
Newcastle area and Sunderland in keen interest in this one.
Strong start in lane 1, look at that.
Wow.
Bang on 15.
Almost on the 15 metre mark.
Perfect,
Great start from Edward. But the other red cap in the field, Archie Maguire in 4. Now takes it up. There's a red cap of Warner in 2, and Drake. But Edward Bell with the slight advantage, 30.42, similar to the previous heat. But he went out very fast, got a good start. But 3 other guys are there or thereabouts, also over in lane number 7. Hamilton swimmer, Cameron O'Donnell, just thereabouts. In fact, other than maybe lane 8 at this juncture, the rest are all there or thereabouts.
Yeah.
103.70 through to 105.20, well, a second and a half. So realistically, anyone with a very strong finish could take this one.
They're slightly down on that previous heat now, over a second down, so they're going to have a strong second half, and Marcus wasn't slouching in that second half, but look at this. There's now the 4 swimmers this side of the pool. Aaron Drake coming through. That's a strong third 50 for him. He's going to get this.
Well, they're all spaced in 34.
Yeah,
so
all within
we're
0.1 of each other there.
We're looking at 212-ish. Edward Bell from the outside lane has been there or thereabouts throughout. I just wonder whether lane 4,
lane 3 at the moment,
or Ivan Gallagher maybe just got that little bit extra momentum that saw from Derwent side and Gateshead. He's going to take this one from Edward Bell. Well, Archie McGuire just pulled out a wee bit. 212.15, 212.15, 212.28. 212.45, 12.28, good enough?
Nope.
Nope, 12.15?
No, 11.74 was what we needed.
Right.
So, well, actually, it's now 11.07. There's 2:11.07 is now the asking time to get into this one.
Good swims though, guys.
Yep.
Just outside your entry, but great race. Jed Armitage, Highland Swim Team 1. Matthew Scott, Newcastle Swim Team 2. 3, Logan Jackson, University of Aberdeen Performance. In 3, 4, Ben Carlisle, Grantham. 5, Tyler Spalding, if he's here. He is.
Yep.
From Carnegie. 6, Conor Swinney, Derwent Side and Gateshead. 7, Harry Robinson, Reed School. And 8, Jacob Beacom, Surrey Peterborough. The reason I said if he's here, because he was a no-show in one of the heats, I think, this morning.
Yeah, but he's back in this afternoon. So all but one of these, Logan Jackson in 3, isn't eligible for that junior final. The rest are. 2:11.07 is the target. These are all eminently capable of that. They're all under that in entry time, but that doesn't mean they can do it today. Good start in 3 from Logan Jackson, who is the 19-year-old from University of Aberdeen Performance, going strong as well in 1 and 4. Jed Armitage, the Highland swimmer, and Ben Carlisle, who I happen to know is his 16th birthday today, with his twin Amy, I think. And happy birthday to you, Ben.
Yeah, we won't sing it because there might be copyright infringements with it on.
I think there would be more than that would be a problem, Robert, if we were to sing. So it is Ben. He's out there. He's not letting his birthday get in the way of a strong swim. See if he can give himself a nice birthday present and get a second swim in a final this afternoon, or this evening I should say. Looking strong, the Grantham swimmer. Still going with him in lane 1.
Something around 101 would be good, but 103 is not so good. 103.66. Well, they need.
It's going to have to come back very fast. Yep.
A couple of 34s at the very, very worst.
Yep. It's possible.
It is possible.
See what he can do here.
It needs a very strong penultimate 50.
Yep. Well, let's see. There's 3 of them now, isn't there?
Over the far side, Harry Robinson, Reed School. He has momentum. He is coming through very, very strongly, but he may find that he's not got enough time to do this. Ben Carlisle, he's got half a chance, but he needs to come back.
Yeah.
Probably
so
sub 34.
It was a 34 high.
He's the only one that's got half a chance.
He is, but he's working hard here, is Ben. And he's picked his pace up a wee bit, so he's left himself something to do.
Well, flying at the end is Tyler Spalding, but he's left it far too late.
So what's he going to do here? I think he's going to make it, you know.
Yeah, he is going to make it.
Ah, there we go. 2:10.62. Happy birthday, Ben. You're in the junior final. So you thought you were going out for dinner tonight, but you're going to have to wait a wee bit longer for that.
Yeah, and I've just announced that it was his birthday to the gallery. So, well done.
Oh, super there. That was a super swim. He really
Very
came back strongly.
Yeah.
33 point in that last 50, and he gets himself another swim. So
Fabulous.
yep, good to see. And we're now moving on to the next event, and this is the female 200 breaststroke. We've got 4 heats in this one, and Emma Binney, Inverclyde, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow, Isla Stewart from Warren de Bass, and Veronica Kariuki. Lane 6, the East Lothian swimmer. And
I certainly know Lula Milne, pretty useful breaststroker from West Districts. You yourself, Tony, will know hopefully the 2 swimmers from the East, Isla Stewart and Veronica Kariuki.
yeah, they were both in action. It was hundreds weekend last weekend. East Districts in this pool, so they both had some strong swims there. The 2 15-year-olds.
It's Emma Binney, the veteran at 17.
28.07. 50 splits.
Inverclyde,
Always good breaststrokers, aren't they?
well known for developing very good all-round swimmers, especially breaststrokers.
The McGarity boys, are they not?
Matthew Garrity from quite some years ago.
Yeah.
Very good swimmer, but they consistently punch above themselves with their weight. Sadly, Shirley Retford, the head coach, I think, has ceased coaching there, so they're in a wee bit of a transition, I think. Emma Bennett, 1:21.96.
So 2:48.38 is the junior final targets for this one. So again, as we go through this, quite a few swimmers are got that within their sights. So we'll just wait to see.
Yeah, well, 2:40 is certainly doable for a lot of them.
Yep.
On the day.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's a threesome. Half a second between Isla, Lula and Emma. And it's a race on between the 2 15-year-olds, I think. The wonder swimmer. It's almost like a Snags rerun, Gorner against City Glasgow.
Team champs.
Yeah.
I think Isla's got the beating of Lula at the moment.
Yeah.
Second at East Districts. She was 9th at Snags last year. Lula was 4th, but oh, and Lula's coming back though. Oh, this is going to be tight, isn't it? Who's going to get it? Oh my! Is Isla going to hang on? It's all in the touch, and
East,
she does.
East takes it.
2:50.69. So that's a nice swim there for Isla.
Good swims, girls. And you get to hopefully do it all again, maybe in a final in 3 weeks' time.
Yep, more in the cards are stacked more in their favour at Snags. They're swimming just within their individual age groups, so look forward to seeing that.
And they'll both swim faster at that
sure they will.
time, I'm sure.
Yep, sure they will. Here we have your second heat. Millie Rivers, City of Sunderland in 1. Ailey McNichol from Glenrothes in 2. In 3 is Amelia Burrell from Glenrothes. In 5, Freya Tyndale from the City of Sunderland. In 6 is Sophie Hamilton from Loughborough Uni. 7, Alana Wilson, Bells Hill Sharks. And in lane 8, it's Lauren Cantley from the University of Aberdeen Performance. So, strong start in 5. That's the City of Sunderland swimmer. Also going with her in 6 is Sophie Hamilton. It might actually be Sophie who got the touch. No, it was Freya. 36.39. Those two have got themselves a tidy lead already. Hard to see others catching them, but you just never know. If goodness, that's a couple of metres already.
Really good
14-year-old Freya.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah. Scary, isn't it?
So 2:49 was her entry time. She's pushing the 21-year-old Sophie Hamilton from Loughborough Uni all the way. Look at these two. I mean, goodness me, they are way, way ahead. 119. Well, you've got to think that unless something really terrible goes on, that Freya's going to be beating that 2:48.
Yeah, mid 240s here.
You've got to think so, haven't you?
Yeah.
And she's getting pulled away a little bit by Sophie and the others.
It's good that she's got someone to push her on.
Yeah.
And also good the youngsters there thinking, oh well, I'm not wanting to lose this one to that big lassie that's just in front of me here.
I'm sure that Sophie will be feeling exactly the same way in reverse. And she's just edging away. That was a strong third 50 for her.
Yeah.
45, but still up there. So that Freya's now at the same pace as the rest of the race, but she's about 5 metres up on them. She's just got to hang on. Sophie's pulling away. Freya's got to just hang on to her shoulder, see how fast she can go.
Let's hope for a couple of PBs from both of them. They've really swam out their skin. Sophie's certainly going to get a good PB here.
Yeah. Amelia Burrell just edging into third by the looks of things. She's got a summer meet champion, Amelia, but Sophie gets this one. 2:44. What's Freya going to do? Oh, 2:49, but that's still good.
Well done, lass. That's almost on your entry time.
Yeah.
No shame in just being a fraction over it. A really good race to push Sophie on to get an excellent PB. Coming back to 42.52.
Big improvement on her entry. Nearly 5 seconds, 4 seconds anyway. So nice one.
So it looks as though we have a full house in this third heat. Maddie Hoole, or do I give her a Sunday name, Madeline Hoole?
I think Maddie will do, I would think.
Yeah. Maddie Hoole from Warner Bass Club in 1. Leona Bedborough, Harper Midlothian 2. Katie Gillis, Renfrew Bass 3.
Oh, sorry, we just checked there. That one, unfortunately, Freya TQ'd on that one, so technical infraction.
Thank you very much. Nevertheless, a solid swim from her. Katie Gillis, Renfrew Bass is in 3. Ava Ross, City Glasgow 4. Gabriella Winton, Monife 5. Eva Bremner, Morpeth in 6. Lucy Shores. Crew Flyers in 7. Josie Grimes, Warner Bass Club, goes in lane number 8. So pretty level in the middle lanes. Eva Ross, Gabriella Winton, and Maddie Hoole.
Strong start down here in 1.
Is out smartly as well. 2:45, 22:47.50. So you did say 2:48 low.
Yeah.
Gives them a good chance. So
all of these swimmers, with the exception of Lucy, who's too old, have a chance.
And Maddie Hoole 37.79. Eva Ross 38.29, half a second back.
Slightly isolated over here, Maddie, at the moment. Won't really know what's going on other than at the turns.
Gabby Winton, the 25th swimmer, is just taking it up. This is just her event. She's very, very solid breaststroke swimmer, Gabby. Other strokes, let's say, are passable from her point of view, but she thoroughly enjoys competing when she can at this type of event.
Strong start. Pretty much the same split at the 100 as the previous heats. there's 4 of them. Gabby Way has got a good body length in the lead, but Eva and Katie and Maddie are still fighting it out for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So 2:01, it's a 42. So
Katie Gillis flying now. If she can keep this pace going and just pick it up a wee bit more, the then through swimmer in lane 3, she might give herself a wee chance.
yeah,
Maddie Houle still ploughing on, but there doesn't seem to be the same element of momentum from her. Katie Gillis is really going to pick something special up now. At least she's got someone to chase either side of her. But still Gabby Winton. Well, it's going to be tight. I think 2 of them might just get there.
they do.
Eva Ross is... I think Eva okay at 2:47, and Katie might be on the cusp, on a bang on a 2:48.
I still think it's just the first swimmer there is going to get
Just
in.
the first swimmer.
Yeah.
So 2.
So that's Eva in.
2:46.61. What's the winning time for Gabby Winton from Monifeith? Well done to her.
So that's the new target, 2:47.87. Let's see how short-lived or how long that final spot for Eva is going to be.
It could be short-lived.
I think it might be. I have a feeling.
There's a lot.
All bar 1 in this heat are eligible, and they're all got entry times way under. So let's see. Lexi Lamont, Aberdeen in 1. Rose O'Keefe, City of Wakefield in 2. Her teammate Naomi Broadley in 3. Scarlett Russell, Birmingham Uni in 4. Abby Whitfield from Derwentside and Gateshead in 5. Her teammate Alice Forrest in 6. Kayla Smith from City of Glasgow in 7. And Zoe Tollett from Brighton College in lane 8.
I never ever think that Wakefield's a city.
Well, you can have that argument with them. And, nice turns there from 3 and 4. Naomi Broadley and Scarlett Russell. Also going well in 7 is Kayla Smith, the City of Glasgow swimmer. National Age Group bronze medalist. Kayla did that 2:43 entry time way back last spring in Aberdeen, almost 12 months ago. And it's still the 4 of them, I would say, now.
Yeah.
Rose, Naomi, Scarlett and Kayla, but it's really not that much between a lot of them.
Scarlett with the advantage, but as you say, she's really a no-show as far as finals are concerned, but she'll still want to win the heat.
Yeah.
But, she comes under pressure from Naomi now. Wakefield Summers now gone into the lead, and might have the momentum now in the second half of the race. Looking for a split as close to 2 minutes as possible, preferably a little bit under.
Your wish, not quite there, Command.
Not
close.
Quite,
but that's fast, Naomi. She's, well, unless she blows up on this one, there's could be quite a few of them peppering this junior final.
Abby Whitfield maybe in with a smidgen of a chance as well.
Lane 6 coming through, Alice Forrest.
Yeah.
Another Derwentside swimmer. This is tightening up a little bit.
It's a wee bit.
Is Scarlett going to hold on? Is Naomi going to catch her? I think Scarlett's just got enough to hold on. Naomi's getting caught a little by Abby Whitfield.
Abby Whitfield flying at the end.
And I think Abby might get it.
Abby Whitfield's going to get second.
She does, 2:45.09.
That gets her in quite comfortably.
It does.
That also gets Naomi Broadley, I think, in as well on a 2:45.19.
Yeah, those 2 are in, I think, and unfortunately
it was short-lived.
Eva Ross's moment in the final was short-lived. We'll have to just check them, they're really tight.
Yeah.
For all the remaining spaces, so I'm afraid I'm not going to try and go beyond that to confirm which of those swimmers made the junior final. I need to look up Meet Mobile, and the final list will be published on the EISM.org.uk website at some point between now and 5 o'clock. So just double check on all of that.
My abacus broke. Right, Mainland Open 100 fly. We've got 8 heats here. Yeah. Ollie Carter, University of Stirling 1, Aidan Anderson, University of Aberdeen Performance 2, Jamie Hay, Geary 3, Dylan Mitchell, Wanderbass in 4, Finn Proud, Newcastle Swim Team 5, Miller Cunningham, Glenrothes is a no-show, Taylor Hutton from Carnegie in lane 7. Strongly away is Newcastle swimmer Finn Proud, 1:00:60, and looks as though if he can keep this going, 2 or 3 of them might be under the minute mark. Finn Proud still going strongly, now beginning to get into his rhythm and stride. Jamie Hay from Geary. Between them is Dylan Mitchell. The Newcastle lad comes under a wee bit of pressure. He does react, and he's pulling away again at the end. He has a cracking time, 59:41. Jamie Hay 1:00:63. Dylan Mitchell 1:01:32. Wee PB for Jamie, nevertheless, but a great swim to get under a minute for Finn. So on to our second heat. A few more back in the water fairly quickly. Finlay Bennett, River Glen 1. Jason van der Veer from Team England 2. Sam Adams, Hackney in 3. 4, Rowan Sheriff, Wickham District. 5 is Christian Henderson, Newcastle Swim Team. Carol Lexander, City Sunderland 7. Harry Willis, Newcastle Swim Team in 8. Andrew Liu, on the far side, Step Rock in lane 8. Lanes 3 and 4, Sam Adams, Rowan Sheriff, out very, very smartly indeed. 26:95, 27:24. Well, we're looking at maybe 57.5, 58 as a finish here for these guys. Well, motoring now is Sam Adams, Hackney swimmer, flying down the final section of this race. And it is going to be Hackney swimmer who's going to take this. 58:11, 59:68 for Christian Matheson, who finished strongly just to get up and beat Rowan Chef. Well done, Sam. Good swim for you. Now on to our third heat. Looks like we've got a couple of empty lanes here. Ernest Hill, Zach Sheriff, no shows. David Landman, Phoenix Aquatics, Lewis Maxwell Pools, Wander Bass Club in 2. Matthew Scott, Newcastle Swim Team 3. Rory Young, City Glasgow 4. Fergus Woodward, Portobello 5. 6 and 7 empty, and George Bailey, Mount Kelly in lane 8.
Strong start in 5.
Yeah, certainly was.
Fergus Woodward, Portobello swimmer. And he's really gone for it on this first 50. And he's looking smooth. 26:78.
And we're in the sort of potentially sub-70, 58 territory here. 59:18 for Fergus. He'll be keen to slip under 59. Wander swimmer Lewis Maxwell Poggs maybe gets up to get second here. For the Portobello swimmer, he's going to hang on, and a cracking time. 58:17 for a second faster his entry time. Lewis takes second. Also inside his time, 59.14. George Bailey from outside lane, just outside his entry time in 59.17. Well done, Edward.
Nathaniel Shanubi in 1. It's Stephen Clegg, the S12 para swimmer in 2. Owen Wilson, Ramsbottoms in 3. Jasper Harrison from Best in 4. Daniel Oliver, Birmingham Uni in 5. Charlie Ward from Borough Stockton in 6. Philip Lindeberg, Tabby Sim in 7, and Edward Hodgson, Newcastle in 8. So Stephen Clegg, Paralympian champion. Strong start in 1 though. Nathaniel Shanubi, the University of Stirling swimmer, also going well in 4. It's Jasper Harrison. And it is Nathaniel, 26.07. Is going to be pushing ahead here, Nathaniel.
Hanging on here now.
He is now.
Yeah.
Coming through strong in 4 and 5. Jasper Harrison, Daniel Oliver. Also going well in 7. Philip Lindenberg. Sorry. He's going to take it still, maybe one.
He's got it. Has he?
Oh, no.
Just about. Daniel Oliver just got the arms up in the right time, in the right position. 58.54 for Daniel, 58.62 Nathaniel, and Philip 58.90. Very good race, that one. Liam Marshall, Durham City in 1. 2, Jamie Beach, Newcastle Swim Team. Teammate Ethan Williams 3, Rico Bringman, Loughborough University 4, Navy Singular, Highland Swim Team 5. Sky Sharples, Millfield School 6, and teammate Joshua Burkle in 7, Alfie Owen. Wigan Best over in 8. 57.93, 58.51. Millfield's Sky Sharples may just have the slight edge, but Navy Singular from the Highland Swim Team coming through, and it is Navy. Be half a body length clear. He's got a great start. 26.41 from that Highland Swim Team member. A very good turn there. In lane 6 from Sky. Brings him back up sides. Navy, who's under a wee bit pressure now. Can he react? Also well there in 1 is Liam Marshall. It's very tight. Liam Marshall not out of it. Navy Singular comes through. Takes it up again. Liam Marshall on the near side. Navy Singular's got this one. Lane 5 and 7. 5 and 6. Nico Ringman. It's up to take second the other side of Navy, and Sky has to settle for third place. 57.98. Just a wee bit inside his entry time, but that's all you want.
Yep. Moving on to heat 6, Ross Anderton in 1, Edinburgh Uni, Benjamin Beale from Derwentside and Gateshead in 2, Melvin Bosson, Tabby Sim in 3, James Gillies, City of Glasgow in 4, Sidar Gullen from Edinburgh Uni in 5, Fraser Tetlow, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, Ander Tovey, Millfield in 7, Jacob Bacon, City of Peterborough in 8. So, junior final 56.89. A number of these swimmers will be aiming for that. Sander had a great 200 fly yesterday, so we know he can hang on. 26.61.
Turning together, James Gillis and Xander Tovey.
Oh, exactly.
Yep.
Don't know whether they'll be aware of each other, but listen to Xander coming through. Yes, he had a great 200 fly yesterday. Took 4 or 5 seconds off his time coming in. He went a 1:2:08.
Just under, I think, from James. And lane 2.
56.48, and he's in for the moment. So he's 8th at the moment,
Yeah.
Xander.
James Ellis a long way back in time-wise, 57.18. 57.43 for Benjamin Beale, who finished 3rd.
And Heat 7, Harry Cook in 1, Aberdeen Dolphins, Harry Burns, Bath Uni in 2, Benjamin Roberts, Grantham in 3, Ethan Collins from Phoenix in 4, Oscar Bellinger, Plymouth College in 5, Estratios Patsurias from Roy in Athens in 6, Rocco Guistiliani, Hackney in 7, Joseph Svarts from Surrey Uni in lane 8.
And after that wonderful
Sorry, no lane 6, he's not there.
6.
Ah, well. So out strong, lane 1 maybe, Harry Cook,
Yeah,
youngster
Harry Cook
from Aberdeen.
Yeah, Harry's out very smartly indeed. 26.55. And another fast start. Two outside lanes at the moment, Tony.
Yep.
Harry Burns from Bath University coming up the shoulder of Harry Cook to challenge. But it's still Harry Cook over the far side, Joseph Swart. Who's going to get this? Lane 1, 8 and 2, or 1, 2 and 8. 57. It's not fast enough to get them another swim, but a good race, lads.
Yep.
57.68, 57.83 and 58.07. Final heat now. And they're all there. Isaac Buchan, Leeds University in 1. Sean Donnell, Swim Leinster 2. Finlay Davis, University of Stirling 3. James Kilpatrick, the only one we're really interested in because he's the only junior, from Carnegie in 4. Cameron Travis, University of Aberdeen Performance in 5. 3 University of Stirling swimmers in 6, 7, 8. Joshua Press 6. Roman Parnham 7 and Hadi Alabeb in 8.
Keep an eye on Sean Donnellan. He swam in the afternoon yesterday and got himself into the B final of the 200. So let's just not count him out.
Cameron Travis out smartly though in lane 5. As I say, the only swimmer who has a chance of maybe getting in a final is James Kilpatrick, the Carnegie swimmer, but he's way back, 27.16. Don't see him getting anywhere near this. So we'll concentrate on the rest of the guys. Roman Parnham, Cameron Travis. It's Roman over in 7, I think, Tony.
Yeah.
Finlay Davis trying to get himself along with Sean into the mix in 3 and 2, but it's lane 7. Roman might just hang on to this. Finlay Davis 2nd. Well, he didn't. He got it on the touch. Well, that was a very tight finish. I thought Parnham had got that one, but Davis was desperate to get up and get the touch. 56.04, 56.07, 56.15 for Dillon. Good race to finish. That's another pile of freestyle ahead of us. 9 more heats. Here is underway in this one. So the 2 S11 members, Scarlett Humphrey and Eliza Humphrey, go in this one. Eliza in 3 from Swansea University. In the middle is Tony Shaw, University of Aberdeen Performance, the S9. And the other S11 swimmer is Scarlett Humphrey, Loughborough University, who's in lane 5. 105 for Tony, 108 for Scarlett, and 114 for Eliza. It's Tony Shaw with the advantage at the moment. finalist at the Para Games, and Tony Shaw looking very strong indeed, coming down, and she's going to take that very much on her entry time of 105.96. In fact, it is 105.96. Scarlett Humphrey 108.60, 108.59, and Sister Liza finishes on a 116. Just wait for that time to come up.
That's 108.59 for Scarlett Humphrey, so I think that might be inside the old British record. So subject to confirmation, might be a British record for Scarlett Humphrey. Well done, Scarlett.
Potential British record there for Scarlett Humphreys.
Yeah, we're just getting that checked.
To get that confirmed, but
our Oracle Paul Noble.
Yeah, Paul says it. I'm pretty sure it's probably right.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Scarlett. Super swim there.
108.60. Potentially, it must have been the record. It's 100 faster. .116.73 was Eliza's time. Just wait for our officials to confirm all that. There it is. That now confirmed, and
Yep. So I have to check the goggles to make sure they're completely blacked out. The officials have done that, and that does look like that's a British record.
British record for Scarlett Humphrey in the 100 freestyle S11 category. Well done, Scarlett. I think that's the second British record of the meet.
Indeed.
Caitlin Reid, Wanderbass in 1. Molly Weir, Harton and Lothian 2. Sophie McMahon, University of Aberdeen Performance 3. Emily Tax from Lincoln Vulcans 4. Perry Scobie, Edinburgh University 5. Anna Lawson, East Lothian Swim Team 6. Maddie Cool, University of Aberdeen Performance 7. And Talia Glenn from Knutsford in Cheshire. No, I think that's the first swimmer from Knutsford up over the weekend. Anna Lawson, 29.24. Out very strongly indeed over that far side. On the near side, Molly Weir, the Hart swimmer. There or thereabouts. Maddie Cool in 7 is putting in a charge as well. But at the moment, I think it's just going to be Anna Lawson, Maddie Cool, and the Hart swimmer Molly Weir. That is indeed the 1, 2, 3, 101.87, 102.23 and 102.26.
Solid swim there.
Second, Madison Poole, 102.23, and third, Molly Weir, 102.26. This is 300 between those two.
Line up for Heat 3.
We have 3 and 6.
Phoebe Wetherall in 1, Isabella Thanasoulassis, Hackney Anacondas, Grace Turner in 4, from Grantham, Sophie Steele, University of Aberdeen Performance in 5, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow in 7, Ella Pullman, University of Aberdeen Performance in lane 8.
Apologies, Tony. Anna Dunlop in 6.
Oh, she is there.
Does go. That was my fault.
No, Anna there in lane 6, and she's showing that by almost leading at the 50, third maybe. But it's Phoebe Wetherall, Isabella Thanasoulas in second, but Phoebe turns in a 28.92, so that's nearly half second up on the previous heat.
Yeah.
Swimmer down here in lane 1, the City of Wakefield swimmer. And she's looking strong, but the lane 2, Isabella Thanasoulassis, the Hackney Anaconda swimmer, is coming back strong at her. Who's going to grab the wall? I think it is going to be Phoebe. It is 100.59. Yeah, nice improvement for her. Isabella Thanasoulassis, and Grace Turner gets third.
Heat 4, Willow Kerr Muir, Plymouth College, goes in 1. 2, Faye Rogers, Edinburgh University 2. Teammate Ciara Pemble 3. Lily Della. Royal Tunbridge Wells Munson 4. Jessica Huggins, Team England 5. Seren Talentire, Morpeth 6. Fair Tinsdale, City of Sunderland 7. Isabella Cohen, Heart of Midlothian 8. Bang on 60 seconds through to 60.7. Somebody will be keen to get under a minute in this. And it's Jessica Huggins, Team England, going well, but maybe Kira Pemble in lane 3 going just that wee bit better. 28.72, well, the 28.72 for Jessica Huggins. She's got half a chance of getting under the minute. Seren Tarantai in lane 6, the Morpeth swimmer, along with Freya Tinsdale, City Sunderland in 2 red caps, coming through late. It's very tight inside the final few metres. It's the City Sunderland swimmer in 7, and in lane 1, who takes it? Well, I thought Willow Kermure had got up to snatch it. It was lane 7, just 1:00.09. 1:00.20 for Willow Kermure, and Jessica Huggins to England 1:00.40. Well, it was going to be pretty tight getting under a minute on a 28.72 split, especially when that split was not those swimmers that finished 1, 2 or 3. Maddie Hoole, Blunderbuss Club 1. Neil Mardle, University of Aberdeen Performance in 2. In 3, Rhea Harrod, Tadcaster. 4, Asma Lafayette, Loughborough University. 5, Anna Healy, Wigan Best. Jade Blake in 6, University of Stirling. Jasmine Carter, Mount Kelly College in 7, Amber Hinton, Dumfries in 8. And Healy, perhaps Wigan Best is best at 25, at 50 rather. Yeah. This is going to be the first sub a minute. They're all under a minute, and there's a chance that maybe 3 of them can get under a minute. Going pretty well now in lane 2. Amelia Mardell. Also well there in 5 is Anna Healy. Those 2 are probably going to be under a minute. Well, it's lane 2.
Lane 8 maybe? No.
Lane 5 and maybe 8. Amelia Mardell 59.66. Well, ladies, you kind of disappointed me. Maybe I was being over hopeful. Just the one of you under a minute. Amber Hinton from the outside lane, I'll be pleased with that. Just over a minute, 1:00.09. Anna Healy, 1:00.60.
Well, I don't want that. Disappointing you, Robert. That's terrible.
Well, it is, yeah.
That's for them later on.
Maisie Dickinson, Birmingham University in 1. 2, Madeline Hind, All Tunbridge Wells soon. 3, Catherine Noble, Newcastle Swim Team. 4, Isabel Mather, Team England. 5 is Georgina Hawkins from Aberdeen Dolphins. 6, Leila Prager, Mount Kelly College. 7, Millie Patterson, Swansea University. And 8, Molly Irvin-Watson, Dumfries.
Strong start in 5. Lexi Dunn, the Mount Kelly swimmer.
Molly going well in 8. It is Georgina, 28.55 from Molly Irvin-Watson and Millie Patterson. Well, 3 girls have a chance of getting under the minute in this, Tony.
Is it going to be Molly, Millie, or is it Georgina? Very tight. I think at the moment Molly Irvin-Watson's looking the strongest.
Molly and Millie.
Just missed out on a medal at Snags last year. Molly, is she going to get caught by Millie? I don't think she is.
8.75.
Oh, nearly did though. 59.41.
Thank you, girls. 3 of you under the minute, as predicted.
So Molly, at the moment, has got herself into that junior final, but I think there's a lot more swimmers to come who are also going to be given it a good shot. But at the moment, it's a 59.41 to get you in.
Sadie Roberts, Mount Kelly in 1. 2, Bella Jones, Roll Tunbridge Wells Monsoon. 2, Alexa Mann from Bath University in 3. We have Empty Lane in 4. 5, Lexi Dunn, Mount Kelly College in 5. 6 is on the Fox City Cardiff. 7, Izzy Blackhurst, Birmingham University. And 8, Ella Smith, Borough of Stockton. 3, Alexa Mann, Bath University. And 1, Sadie Roberts, Mount Kelly. Are the 2. They're sub 28, 27.88. Well, probably 4, maybe 5 could get under the minute in this one. Sadie Roberts and Alexa Mann looking good. Alexa Mann now.
Oh, very strong, isn't it? What a second 50 from her, goodness. I think we've seen her swim already this morning. A very strong swim earlier on. Can't quite remember what it was, but I'm sure she has done. Look at this.
On her Fox and lane 1. Sadie Roberts. Well, in fact, 6 of them got under the minute. 57.60 the winning time. So a whole raft of swimmers well under 59.41. Alexa Mann.
So Sadie Roberts is the one that gets herself currently into that junior final. She's now ranked 8th, but again, many more to come who could potentially unseat her. Well, about 12 of them anyway. Into this penultimate heat. Poppy Worthington in 1, Susan McNair, University of Stirling in 2, Ella Justice, Mount Kelly in 3, Poppy Baybutt, Birmingham Uni in 4, Hal Harris, Poole in 5, in 6 is Lucy Fox from Loughborough, Chloe Harris from Edinburgh Uni in 7, Kiana Kurtza, the Warrender swimmer, in lane 8. So pretty tight here. 27.94. That's Hallie Harris there, the pool swimmer in the lead, but really pretty tight. 6 and 5. It's now Lucy Fox coming through, the Loughborough Uni swimmer. Also coming strong out the far end, Chloe Harris and Kiana Kurtza. And this is any one of 6 here. Lucy Fox is going to win it. 57.85. Second is Susan McNair and Hal Harris. Kiana Kurtza 58.63. That gets her into that B final, in the junior final, sorry. For the moment anyway.
Yeah,
she's now 6th into that, so 58.81 is now the time to beat.
Yeah, Collier, Birmingham University in 1. Taryn Weatherhead, Canada in 2. Jessica Gable, Northumberland Wells Monsoon 3. Alice Young, Team England in 4, going well. Josephine Klein, University of Stirling in 5. Lily Mandel, the Heart Skirrell in 6, well up there. Holly Hibbert, Repton in 7. Asta Maddox, Millfield School in 8. Might be Maddox over on the far side. It's a blanket of swimmers hitting the wall there. Jessica Gable just with a very slight advantage. It's lane 3. It's all, they're almost in a line here.
Okay, Robert, I'll leave this one to you.
Thank you very much.
You do your best. Lane 8, I think.
Jessica Gable coming through very strongly. It's going to be lane 5 from lane 3 and 8. Thank you.
Very good.
Josephine Klein, 57.66. Jessica Gable takes second. 58 on the nose. Maddox gets a swim. 58.03, I think.
Asta Taryn get a swim.
And Lily's maybe on the cusp.
She's out, yeah. She's the first. So Asta and Taryn definitely getting a swim. I think they're the only 2 from that one. Maybe Lily, maybe just sneaks in ahead of
someone that withdraws.
Kiana Kurtza from the previous one. I think that's possibly the way it's going to work, but maybe not. She may be first reserve. So we're on to the final event. Are we not? No, we've not. Sorry, silly
no,
me.
no,
No.
Final male and open event.
Final male and open event.
It's 400 free, so you maybe have a chance to stick the kettle on and come back very quickly.
I don't have the chance to put the kettle on.
Well, we
and come
don't.
back, Robert. And there's only 8 heats of this, so you've got a chance to put the kettle on, take the dog for a walk,
and
possibly come back.
In
So,
about half an hour, yeah.
But don't do that.
No.
Please stay and watch, because this will be good races. 400 frees are always intriguing, and always a bit of nip and tuck. And just to add a little bit of interest to it, we'll just check out. I mean, this is one we thought this morning, Robert, that actually this could be one of the few where swimmers in this one could make the B final.
Yeah, we're looking at something a wee bit over the 4.
Over the 4 minutes, and some of these guys are in at 4 minutes exactly.
Yeah,
so
we were thinking maybe a 4:04, 4:05 is there or thereabouts.
if they really pushed it, they could even make that A final, but that would be pushing it. 3:59.11, so they'd have to swim PBs for that. So I think that may be pushing it, but 4:04.29 is the B final, and there are at least a dozen swimmers in here who might think they have a chance at that, and they'll know that before coming in. And then on the junior final, let's just do the magic on this. On the junior final, a whole host, because there were only 2 swimmers this morning, junior. So basically, on the junior final,
the 6 spots.
If you're the top 6 this afternoon, you're in. So,
Sam Downey, University of Stirling, S8 category in lane 1. Born Ian, S9 category, goes into also University of Stirling. 2 Heart swimmers, 3 and 4, Derek Oldham and Keir Stormont. 5 is Jamie Ferries, Aberdeen. 6, Cooper Schloss, round 96. And Lewis Jones, Birmingham University, our sole non-Scottish club representative in lane 7. Well, at the moment it's the 2 Hearts boys. Keir in 4, Dara in 3, being challenged by Ren's Cooper Schloss. 209.50. They're not going to be troubling the judges, these guys, but at the moment the 3 of them will get into a final on their entry time, on their swim, but there's an awful lot more juniors to follow.
they will be in the top 6 for a while.
Yeah,
But probably a heat.
yeah, for at least 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, we've had lots of records lasting a race this weekend. Quite a few swims have broken a record and then had it broken again in the heat after, or in the B final and then final or whatever. So been some good swimming. But yeah, these guys will be in the top 8 for a few races. 2 Heart swimmers there.
Keir is now forged a bit of body length ahead. I keep forgetting you have a bell now.
You said that disapprovingly there, Robert.
3:16.77. Cooper Schloss, good second or so further back. The Hearts boy might come under more pressure from his teammate here. Derek is putting in a late charge. And Dara certainly has the momentum if he can get extra momentum out the wall here. He's picked up a wee bit, got about a second to make up, but a good turn from Keir. Puts him back in pole position here.
Yeah, both made their Scottish Summer Meet finals last year. You've already mentioned that, but coming back strong out there in lane number 6 is Cooper Schloss, but he's not. Oh, is he going to catch him? Oh, pretty close. He's going to get second though. Oh, he doesn't. 100th behind, but he came back like a storm there, didn't Cooper?
Yeah.
Look at that, 31.86. He was nearly a second faster than Keir.
Very, very close for 4th place here. Lane 2 perhaps. Ghanaian, 4:44.34. Pretty steady swim from him. Jamie Ferris 4:44.44. Unfortunately didn't finish 4th, he finished 5th. And Lewis Jones 4:50.32. Sam Downey 4:50.51.
Decent swims.
Yep, so that's our first one underway. Second one, we appear to have almost a full house. I think lane 7, no
Yep.
Nikolai. So the main consists of Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow in 1, Tom Holt, City of Sunderland 2, Joshua Burkill, Millfield School 3, Michael O'Neill, Borough Stockton 4, Panos Angelakis, University of Aberdeen Performance 5, Harry Willis, Newcastle Swim Team 6, and in 8, Sam Ruff, City of Glasgow. 4:19 to 4:21.5. Strong start, Michael O'Neill, Borough Stockton. 28:20, about 3/4 of a second ahead of Harry Willis. And Newcastle swimmer, with Tom Holt, the Sunderland swimmer, 3rd.
Ah, strong start here, look at this.
Well, our leader out with a pretty commanding advantage after 100 metres. 59.31.
2 seconds faster. It's opening 100 than the first heat.
Panos and Tom Holt further back.
There's going to be a swim off at the end. Didn't quite catch who it's going to be, but we'll work that one out.
Don't know if that was a breaststroke.
I heard breaststroke.
Yeah.
So what distances have we had breaststroke today? Just 50, wasn't it?
Like the 50.
Yeah. Oh, and the 200.
Oh well. We've already had a 200. Well, Michael totally dominating this one at this early stage. I don't see anyone coming back at him now as we approach the halfway mark.
Lane 8, Samuel Rock going nicely, the youngster. One of 2, 3 15-year-olds in this.
2:04.49, so potentially going to finish something like 4:15-ish.
Strong swim here though, look at him.
Yeah. Echo in at 4:19 on the nose, which is probably a converted short course time. Well, pace just slowing down as we go through each 50, 33, and potentially about a 67 this next one. So if that's the case, it's going to be just a little bit inside his entry time, I think. The bell might give him a wee bit more encouragement.
Looks strong though, doesn't he? Yeah, it could be. So he's 67 for that last 100. So if he does that again, he will be under. But it has dropped a wee bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So he just needs to hang on. Lane 1 trying to push with him. Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow swimmer. Here comes Michael. Anything in the 33, 34 should get him. 34,
Yeah,
slowed again.
Yeah, he needs,
Gonna be-
needs to really up it up.
Yeah, needs to do a 32 here, doesn't he? 32, 33, but maybe. Strong finish from Andrew Patterson, the 16-year-old from City of Glasgow. He's Scottish Summer Champion, where he did his entry time of 4:20.85. He's coming back really strong. He's also a finalist at national age groups, Andrew. Only 16. He's not going to catch him, but my goodness, he's almost done it, hasn't he? Oof.
Just about.
4:19.69, just over his entry, but I think Andrew
Gets a nice
just
wee-
gets in, yeah.
Gets a nice wee PB as well.
That'll set him up nicely for snags in a few weeks, give him a nice boost.
So nothing especially fast, which no real surprise given it. This is just the third heat coming up, and there are 8 in total. Henry Guppy from Millfield School in 1, Alex Holmes, Glenrothes 2, 3 Aaron McGree, City Sunderland, 4 Giovanni Castroni, University of Stirling, 5 Gillian Craney from Leander, 6 Lewis Maxwell Pauls, Wonder Bass Club, teammate Aaron Drake in 7, and Kyle Connolly, East Kilbride in 8. Smartly away 3 is Aaron McGee. About half a second clear of Mastroney. So the near side at the moment is where all the action is. So McGee just ahead of Lestroni and Holmes, with Guppy also in the mix there. So McGee and Lestroni.
Slightly down on the previous heat, but that was went out very fast and then struggled a bit to come back. So
this looks a bit more controlled.
Yeah.
Guppy going very steadily in that outside lane. Lestroni also looks quite relaxed there in lane number 4.
yeah, he does look like he's just biding his time. 20-year-old, a bit more experience, and the long ranges to look at that, very different from the tempo in lane 3 anyway. Guppy's slightly longer ranger stroke as well, but it's really nothing. You could still see any one of these if they really put the burners on, potentially coming through. But Guppy, almost the same as the previous heat, but swimming a quite a different way. Not quite so fast out, but steadier back on that second 100. See what he can do on this third one. It went 67 in the last heat on this third 100, and we'll see whether he can go 32-33 on this next 50. That will be a good sign of whether this is a low 410s or a high 410s. I think low 410s then. That's pretty good, and he's still quite a bit second and a bit faster than anyone else in the pool. This has been a good third of 4 100s in this one. Can he keep it going? The Millfield swimmer just look nice and long, very powerful. Let's see what this one is. 31.98 on the last one. 32.6, a bit slower, but if he can do 33.33, he'll be in the 14.15s, which brings him nicely under his entry time. Let's see if he can hold this out.
A bit lucky, might get into a 4.13 here.
Come back strong though. Is Aaron McGee, City of Sunderland swimmer. He looks the strongest of the two, but he's got a heck of a lot to come back on. Well, it's a 32 again. He's a bit faster, Aaron, but he's definitely. Oh, he's going to have to rock it. He's not going to catch Henry at all. Is this going to be under the 4.15 for Henry? It's going to be tight, but he's in on a 4.18.4, so this is going to be a good swim. Tight over at the far end. The Warrender boys are coming back at Cillian Karani from Leander, and we'll wait for that one. Aaron Drake maybe, but here you go. Guppy comes in. What a swim, 4:14. Very tight for third. Lewis Maxwell Pauls beats his teammate by 400ths. That was tight. Nice swim in there. Pushed themselves on. But best swim, Henry Guppy, 4:14. That was a nice 4 second improvement for him. Aaron McGee gets second. And that was under his entry time. Lewis Maxwell Pauls just over his. Heat 4, Archie Maguire, the City of Sunderland swimmer in lane 1. In 2, Finn Proud from Newcastle. 3, Ben Rogers from University of Aberdeen Performance. Leonardo Massarini, Brighton College in 4. Alexander Brown, Alnwick Dolphins in 5. Henry Gillam, Camden Swiss Cottage in 6. Benjamin Thomas, Borough of Stockton in 7. Jason van der Merwe, Team England in 8. Entry times for these guys, 4:11.8 through to 4:16.6.
Potentially someone maybe getting under 4:10 in this, Tony.
Well, if they go for it.
Yeah.
And lane 3 looks like they are. Ben Rogers, Aberdeen swimmer, also going strong in 6. There's Henry Gillam from Camden Swiss Cottage, 16-year-old.
Leonardo Massarini from Brighton, also well up there in lane 4 with Ben Proud in 2.
Well, I don't think it's Ben Proud.
Sorry, Finn Proud.
That would be
yeah.
I have seen Ben do a 200 freestyle once, but it was for a punishment in a training session, I think. Saw a video of it, and I don't think he goes over 50 or 20, even 25 metres in a training session. But I did look at that earlier on and think the same thing. If we had lane 3 and 2 combined, we would get Ben Proud.
Yeah. Well, I haven't let you down then, Tony. Ben Rogers, Finn Proud, 3 and 2. Henry Gillam, Leonardo Massarini. That's the first 4 at the moment. Just a little bit further back is Alexander Brown, dolphin swimmer in 5. And at the moment they're probably the ones that are in the mix. 2:03.42. Gillam now picks up the reins over in lane 6.
That'll make life a little easier.
Yeah. So it is swimmer in lane 6 with the advantage now. Alexander Brown in lane 5. The back marker of those 5, but he's still within touching distance. Gillam with the advantage, 32.21, and he's swimming the fastest of those 5, and he's just beginning to open up quite a bit of an advantage now. Is the swimmer from Camden Swiss Cottage. 4:12.10 was the entry time. Let's see what we've got at 300. Oh, it's very much on his entry time then. A 64 or thereabouts brings him back just inside that 4:12.10.
I'd like to hope he'll be able to just pull it back a little bit more in these final 100, maybe get under the 4:11 into the 4:10s, but he's looking good actually.
Yeah.
He's really pulled out and he's picked up on the second half. So is that a 32 low? So he's got a 30 point, that's going to be tough, isn't it? Maybe a 31 though.
Yeah, still capable of getting maybe a low 4:11s.
Keeps going, lane 3. Ben Rogers is coming through. Aberdeen swimmer. coming through strong in 5 is Alexander Brown, Anik Dolphins as well. But here comes Henry. 4:10.68, so he did.
Yeah.
30 point, well done him. Nice swim in there, Henry.
Ben Rogers 4:14.19, 4:14.67 for Brown.
4:14.19 for him. And just behind him, Alexander Brown, 4:14.67.
Confirmed result there on the screen. And that's moving on to heat 5 of 8. In 1, Ewan Jones from University of Stirling. In 2, we have Jack Pritchard from Wigan Best. William Shepherd, University of Stirling in 3. Aidan Anderson, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4. Timothy LaBerle, Beckenham in 5. Oscar Bellinger, Plymouth College in 6. Matthew Sawyers, Wigan Best in 7. And Max Sochowski, the Millfield swimmer, in lane number 8. Strong start in 3. It's William Shepherd, University of Stirling swimmer. He's a B finalist at the National Short Course Champs in this pool. When they put the boom in, they make it 25. And the short course is held here as well. And he's gone off to a good start with Jack Pritchard pushing him hard, the Wigan swimmer. Some good swims this weekend, Jack. And it's those two as well out there in lane 8. Max Sochowski, the Millfield school swimmer. And it's those three. It's going to be Max, maybe? No, just Jack. 58.05. That's the fastest we've had. And as we come through on this 150 length, it's still out there in lane 8, Max Sochowski, and in lane 2, Jack Pritchard. Max in the junior age group. He'll just want to go as fast as he can. Now we're running out of heats for folk to do that. We're still about a dozen 18 and unders.
Yeah, certainly over on the far side, Max there's a reasonable chance to get into that junior final.
About 15 juniors left after this heat, so just have to swim as fast as you can, see where you get to. Jack Pritchard, that was the fastest there, 31.7, 2:01.4 at the turn at the halfway mark. He's in on a 4.9, so at the moment that's going to be under that if he can keep this pacing going. We'll see, very much see at this 50 how that's looking. Making a bit of a move back. 32 there, so he's dropped the pace quite a bit. And it's Max Sochowski, and Timothy LaBerle is the fastest in the pool at the moment. He did look like he was making a move in lane 5. The Mauritian swimmer based in Beckenham. And as they come up to the 300 and the bell, what's this pace going to be? 3:06.38, so he's still up on the previous heat, so he still looks like he might be able to get under that 4:10, which his entry was 4:09.3. He's still pushing on. There's a 32.3 on that one. And there's Thomas coming through like a train in 7. Matthew Sawyers, Wigan teammate of Jack Pritchard. He's left it a bit late though. And a 32, so if he can get in on a 31, he'll be in and around his entry time. He's picked up the stroke rate, legs are going. Thomas LaBerle picked up his pace as well. In lane 4 is Aidan Anderson, the University of Aberdeen swimmer. Seems to have swum pretty much every event, Aidan. And he's coming through strong here. Is Jack going to hold on? I think he is, but only just. 4:09.71. Just outside his entry time was Timothy LaBelle. Came back fast, looking at 30.410.20 for him. And Matthew Sawyer just out sprinted Aidan Anderson to take third.
Still going to be a big ask here with 3 heats to go to get into that B final.
Yeah.
Most of these swimmers are swimming very much around or just above their entry time. Our 6th heat, 1 Conor Aspinall won the Bass Club empty lane in 2. In 3 we also have an empty lane. So 4 Sean Bolger from University of Stirling, 5 Adam Macaulay Wright, Team England, 6 Matthew Defens from Birmingham University, and 2 Milford School swimmers, Charlie Phillips and Frank Lamb. Complete the lineup in lane numbers 7 and 8.
Looking at the next 2 heats, we've still got
Sean Bolger in lane 4 has the fastest entry time.
Charlie Phipps, though, the only 15-year-old Millfield swimmer who was a silver medalist in the what would have been the 14-year-olds race last year at Next Gen Meet in Sheffield in the summer. Conor Aspinall, though, just edged him, 58.05. That's a nice shot there. Conor is second at the Scottish age groups last year in his age group. East District champion, and was a B finalist in both the long and short national Scottish championships. So he's had some good swims in this one in the last 12 months, and he's gone out strong. 58.05 was the fastest split. No, in fact, it was exactly the same split as the previous heat on that 100, so we can gauge it very closely as to how he's getting on. Charlie Phipps out there in 7 is going with him, and Conor's going to feel a little bit isolated over here. He's got nobody at all between him and lanes 2 and 3, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him so far. 2:01.59, so slightly down on the previous heat. Conor's coming into this one in a 4:06. And and he's maybe just lost the lead to Charlie Phipps. That is Charlie by a couple of tenths. 2:34.14, still pretty close. But I think Charlie's now edging away on this third 100. He's looked strong on that 50 here. All of a sudden, maybe a body length up.
You just feel that Conor's died.
Looks a bit like it.
Yeah, just not got the momentum he had earlier on.
So almost again, these guys are almost identical to the previous heat. They're maybe 0.15 up on the swim in the previous heat. So maybe somewhere just under 4:10. See how strong Charlie can back. He's looking good, Charlie. Smooth. Conor's still in second place, but he's slowly getting caught up by the rest of the field, lane 4 in particular. Sean Bugler, University of Stirling, still second though, but it's Charlie, just looks strong. He's Sean is coming through strong. Can Conor pick up his pace and stay ahead? I think he may have just lost that momentum, and both Sean and Adam look like they're going to take him, but it's no doubt Charlie Phipps, the 15-year-old from Millfield, silver medalist at the British National Age Group Champs, comes in 4:08.45. So that's not quite on his entry, but still a pretty tidy swim. And at the moment gets him into that junior final. But we've still got 8 to go. So at the moment, as long as one of them doesn't go a 4:08.45, Charlie will be, I think, no, that's not right. Just try and work out where he's at. At the moment, Troy Sabernan from Tabby Sims, the fastest in a 4:08.33. So
Heat 7, Lucas Drazy, Kelly College 1, 2, Joshua Keir, England 2, 3, Luke Moore, Loughborough University, 4 is Aidan Turner, Newcastle Swim Team. No one goes in 5, 6, Oliver Murray, Millfield School, 7, Edward Evans, Beckenham, and 8, Luca Power, Swim Leinster. Well, times in this one, just a little over 4 minutes. It's 4:02.48 to 4:04.85.
So it is in lane 4. That's Aidan Turner, who was a bronze medalist at the Next Gen meet last July, August time in Sheffield. He was he just edged out Oliver Murray, who's swimming here in lane 6 to that bronze medal. Oliver a little bit behind on this one, but we'll see how that evolves through the race. Edward Evans from Beckenham in 7, going strong, as is in lane 3 Luke Moore, the Loughborough University swimmer. These 3 out in the lead at the moment. 57.31, so that's fast 100, quite a bit faster, well, second faster than the previous heats, but that's quite a marked upturn in the first 100 time. And these guys mean business. As Robert said, their entry times 4:02s through to 4:04s, so they're definitely at their best in that B final range.
Need to be sub 158 here. Well, that's there or thereabouts. Gives them half a chance here.
Yep.
4 swimmers have all got to keep this strong pace going. The question is, will they be able to do that for a full 400?
Yes, this next 100 is going to give us a good indication, I would think.
Aidan Turner certainly looking pretty good in 4.
Because Gallant Tracy come the strongest at the moment in the pool there from that last 50. Swimmer in lane 1's.
Yeah, I think you can forget Evans, he's dropped back. So 3 out of 4 have a chance. Something around 3:01.5 would be extremely good or better.
He's up there. Now Lucas Gallant Tracy, who's taken the lead, and he's given himself in with a shout, isn't he?
3 of them all with a good chance of getting into the B final here.
Aidan can still get in that junior final as well, so he's got a double chance really. But he might well just swim himself straight into the B. Oh, this is looking good, I would say. Yeah, got a 31, you've got to think it's going to happen. Even a 32 will get Lucas Gallant Tracy into that final. Aidan is pushing hard. Is he going to get ahead of him? Oh, I don't know, this is tight.
Well, you fancy 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Oh, Aidan, yeah.
4:02.53, 4:02.67. That gets them in.
Certainly does. Gets them in, both of them
Yeah.
in 6th and 7th.
Yeah.
7th and 8th, sorry. They're both 7th and 8th now.
Yeah. As I say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, still got another heat to go though. Got another heat to go, which, not surprisingly, are all entered in faster. So
yeah,
could be a few more shifts.
Yeah, I'm sure there will be, because they'll have seen that and they'll thought, right, okay,
Yep.
we need to up the ante.
Yeah, they need to. They both, all 8 of these swimmers will need to be in and around their best, and if they are, they have a good chance. And the 8 swimmers are Lucas Peters, Loughborough Union 1, Monty Smith from Wickham District in 2, Philippe Gero from Azeta in Slovakia in 3, Jack Booth Rudd, Portsmouth North Sea in 4, Arvin Chahal, University of Stirling in 5, Donatus Dragasius, Chelsea and Westminster in 6, Cameron Rapson, University of Stirling in 7, Jack Bambra, City of Cardiff in 8. So let's see what these guys have got. Lucas Peters.
Is it something like a 3:59.71 to get into the A final?
3:59.11. So that's that may, well, if one of these guys swims out their skin, then that will give them the opportunity. It'll be a tough ask.
One of them probably will.
Let's see, 56.53. So that's good start for Jack. Oh, Lucas, sorry. 23-year-old from Loughborough.
Jack Bambra over the far side also maybe has a wee chance at this early stage.
Lucas, Dutch-based, second at their short course meet in the end of last year. Jack Bambra.
Interesting, you've got a lane, you're in the outside lane, and you know what you're going to achieve, so rather than hang about, bang.
Let's see if he can keep this up though. It's been a pretty rapid first 200 for him.
Another low 30.
And in many ways,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, in many ways, he didn't need to do this unless he's going for that A final,
which
is possibly what he's after.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't need to go this fast for the B final. Let's see how he does on this third 100. It's the one that really matters in terms of making it or breaking it, I think.
Yeah, 30.5 would be good.
Slightly over that, I think. Oh, not. He's in there. He's definitely got a chance, hasn't he? It's going to be tight, though.
Yeah.
Very tight. I think he's basically got to do that swim that same time for the next. This 50 and the other 2. Possible. Possible. Jack Bambra still looking strong over there. The 18-year-old from the city of Cardiff was a Welsh meet. He got second at the Welsh meet. Here's the bell.
There you are, 30.61. Well,
he's in with a chance, isn't he?
The smart money says he'll get it.
Well, this should be a bit we've not had this week.
No, this will be a first
A
for
swimmer
us.
in the afternoon sessions. It's the very last race of the whole meet. And is he going to break our duck for us and get into an A final?
Come on, Lucas.
This would be a surprise. And he's looking good though. Oh, do you know what? I think he's going to do it, isn't he?
He's nailed it. He doesn't have to worry about a turn. He just needs to go down as fast as he can, getting the legs going, and get that strong pull through the water.
He's going to do this, I think.
Well, he's going to be in the final, Tony.
Are you confident, are you?
I am confident.
Well, let's
No
see.
problem.
You're right.
Absolutely
Wow,
no
not
problem.
just in. Look at that.
No problem at all. Comfortably in. Jack Bambra.
Well, he's not just in the A final, he'll come in 6th into it. So super swim for him. Jack Bambra, 4:02. That gets him in the B final, I think. Yep, that gets him in the B final.
Yeah,
well there you go.
Well
Arvin
done,
Chahal
Lucas.
also in the B final. And that means Luke McGee and George Smith move out of the B into reserve spots. Wow. Well, there you go. That was not expected in that final male heat.
Well, somebody had to go for it.
He did,
They
and he certainly
This
did.
is-
He's clearly been swimming well. I say he got
Yeah.
second at the Dutch Championships. You can't be a slouch and get
No,
second at the
no.
Dutch Champs. Strong pedigree of swimmers, and there you go. Well, not quite final chance. We have a female turned IM. See if any of them can live up to that. I think it's going to be a tough ask, but let's just have a wee look and see what they are looking for.
Well, Scarlett Humphrey, if she's recovered from that earlier swim, both she and Eliza in this one. So the first of 6 female 200 metre individual medley in 1, Scarlett Humphrey from Loughborough University S11 category, Tony Shaw, University of Aberdeen Performance, S9 category in 2, Amy Rimmer, Belsill Sharks 3, Lauren Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance 4, in 5 is Hannah Bettison, Loughborough in lane number 5. Lucy Shaw, S14 category crew flyers in lane 6, Tia Johnston, S10 category Derwent-side Gateshead 7, and Eliza Humphrey, S11 category Swansea University, goes in our final heat.
Only slight disadvantage for Lucas in that last one is he's only got 2 or 3 hours rest before he's got to swim.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sure he would have happily taken that as an option.
As you can see, the 2 gentlemen on the outside with the tap for the 2 blind swimmers, Scarlett on the near side, Eliza on the far side, so that they know fine that they're only a few metres off the wall. Onto freestyle, onto breaststroke, and really good breaststroke from Hannah Bettison in lane 5, Amy Rimmer in lane 3, and Lauren Cantley.
So at the front of the field, it is
Again,
from Hannah Bettison.
2 gentlemen at the far end, again with the pole with the tap for Scarlett as she comes in.
Halfway point, just about on that record pace, and she is again.
Similar with Eliza, just coming out your caption, but into the final few metres, Hannah Bettison from Loughborough. 2:33.20 entry time. That's going to be a very respectable swim from her, and she'll be chuffed to bits with that. 2:31.26. Lauren Cantley, 2:35.12 and 2:37.31. Well done to Scarlett Humphrey. Let's get those times. 2:49, I think it was. And Eliza completes. So we just wait for the caption to come up and get the times for all these swimmers. Don't think there was any records broken in that one.
Nope.
Oh, it's pretty close though.
Yep.
As you can see over on the far side, the goggles being checked in a moment by our officials to make sure that they're completely blacked out, and we signal over to our referees to say that's fine.
Paul was telling us yesterday about when Scarlett was telling him that one of the meets just leading up to Christmas that she'd had her goggles checked, and they were worried that there was gaps in the black because there was lots of dots in it, but turns out she'd been wearing glitter.
Was it Christmas time, was it?
It was the glitter
Yeah,
that
yeah.
got into the goggles,
Oh,
and they were completely black, but there was a nice glittery pattern that looked like some dots, but all was good. So moving into Heat 2, Jessica Smith, University of Aberdeen Performance in 1, Alana Wilson, Bells Hill in 2, Senia Mann from Mingus Hill in 3, Ella Cunningham from City of Glasgow in 4, Molly Irvin Watson, Dumfries in 5, Millie Rivers, City of Sunderland in 6, Grace Brown from Newcastle in lane 7.
2:31s and 32s in this one. 31 on the nose.
Strong start from Senia.
Looking for something around the 2:25, 2:26.
So
for
B
this.
final is 2:24.02, and the junior final is 2:28.41. Is the 8th swimmer into that one, and there's a lot of 2:28s, 2:27s. So there's a number of these swimmers who, if they're on it, could get themselves into that junior final. So it's not easy, but they have a chance. 1:11.19.
Grace Brown from Ksenia Mann. Irvin Watson. And Ksenia, very useful breaststroker, the swimmer from Mingus Hill, Whitehall in Dundee. She still competes at this level, but her forte is water polo.
All right.
Member of the British water polo team. But you have to be able to compete in the pool as well to keep that strength up. 1:56.22. And she'll kick on quite successfully down on the freestyle.
Strong swim here.
Yeah.
Youth Academy member. And here she comes. Lane 5 coming through as well is Molly Irvin Watson, the Dumfries swimmer, finalist at Scottish age groups. But, she's coming back on Ksenia, but she's not going to make it.
Low 2:30s is a decent time for Ksenia. 2:31.85. Sure she'll be quite happy with that.
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking anyway. You always like to do a PB, but
you can't do them every race.
It doesn't happen all the time. As long as you've done a decent swim and your coach is happy, that's all that matters.
Those two things don't always
No.
coincide though.
Swimmers still don't, are still never happy. Away Liberal, Glenrothes is 1, Kirsty Gilmore, Hamilton Bass Club, lane 2 and 3, Zoe Tillett, Brighton College, 4, Abbey Whitfield, Derwentside and Gateshead, empty lane in 5, Abbey Craig, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, Kayla Smith, City Glasgow in 7, and 8 is also empty. You would think these girls have been having too many swims at but yeah, they've probably decided enough is enough. It's Sunday afternoon. I've certainly made a junior final. I want to be able to give myself 100% for that. They've maybe left the building to get a wee sleep and a bite to eat.
Yeah.
Abbey Craig, 31.79, early leader. Third at the district age group championships up in the north recently. So we'll see how she carries on in this one.
So it's very spread out field here. And still Abbey Craig being pushed by Kirsty Gilmore, strong backstroker Kirsty. And 1:10.68, and Kirsty has come up to second place.
also useful breaststroker is Kirsty, so you'd expect Hamilton Lass to push on. And flying in lane 3, you always get someone that's so much better than everybody else. There's Zoe Tillett right in college, and over in lane 7, City Glasgow swimmer Kayla Smith is also flying. Those two have really taken it up. The City Glasgow swimmer has had a really strong breaststroke, a second faster than Zoe, and she's got 2.5 seconds advantage, and you don't think anybody's going to catch her now. She's got the momentum off the turn.
Great breaststroke leg there for Kayla. She got bronze medal at the Scottish Summer Meet, finalled at Scottish age groups as well, and the 16-year-old has had a cracking second half to this race. And entry time for her was a 2:30.9.
It's not going to get another swim, but it's inside the entry time, and that's good.
Yeah. Nice prep for snags.
Yeah, puts down a wee marker for her. So that round now result on your screen. Well, 3 to go. Heat 4, Izzy Munich, Morpeth 1. Sophie Steele, University of Aberdeen, Performance 2. 3 is Scarlett Russell, Birmingham University. 4, Abigail Crawford, City Glasgow. 5, Ellen Denny, Geary. 6, Matilda Smith, City Sunderland. Rose Keefe, City of Wakefield. 7, and 8, Eva Ross, City of Glasgow. Geary swimmer, Ellen Denny out pretty smartly. Also Rose Keefe in 7, Scarlett Russell in 3, but it's the Geary lass, 18-year-old Ellen Denny, who has the advantage after the first discipline, the butterfly onto backstroke now. Scarlett Russell in 2nd, Rose Keefe 3rd, with Sophie Steele 4th.
So these guys times are starting to threaten that junior final time, and there is Ellen Denny still in the lead. Rose Keefe from City of Wakefield is trying to stick with her, and, still Ellen 1:10.44, so that's just slightly faster than the previous heat. So let's see if on this breaststroke she can pull through, sustain that lead.
It's the swimmers in 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8 that are looking at junior final. So it's really lanes 7 and 5 and perhaps lane 8 for juniors. But at the head of affairs, Scarlett Russell. Lane 3, 20-year-old from Birmingham, along with Izzy Munich from Morpeth, who have a really good breaststroke. And Izzy just takes it up from Scarlett Russell. Well, I don't see any of them troubling the 2:28 now. Izzy's certainly going to take this. Scarlett Russell comes under a wee bit of pressure. Ellen Denny probably is going to be the best junior in this heat, but she's not going to get enough to get her 2:28 or better. 2:20.86 for Izzy. Very much on her entry time by a full 1/10 of a second.
Okay.
Scarlett Russell just gets second, 100th ahead of Ellen Denny, 2:30.28. She's the best junior in that heat. We're still got all to play for. 2:28.41 still the marker for the last 2 heats.
So into second last heat, Lily Della from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monsons in 2. Simona Kristofikova from Pozaski in Slovak Republic in 3. Naomi Broadley, City of Wakefield in 4. Amy McLeod, City of Glasgow in 5. Faye Rogers, the Edinburgh University swimmer in lane 6, S10 category para swimmer. We have Eve Horton from Wigan Best in 7 and Katie Coventry in 8.
All pretty level here, Tony.
Yeah.
Maybe just lane 5. Not much in it though.
Mandela 30.84, that's the fastest we've seen. So, pretty much in a line though. World Para silver medalist in this event, Faye. And also silver medals at the British Summer and British Champs last year. And it is so lane 4. Naomi Broadley, the 16-year-old from the City of Wakefield, who's just got the edge.
Well, we know even McLeod's a useful breaststroker, so she will motor on.
So let's see what happens here. These swimmers are in the mix, I think, for this junior final at this stage. Here comes Amy, as you said, strong on the breaststroke. Also coming through strong in 7 is Eve Horton from Wigan.
Freestyle not quite as strong for Amy. She has been working on that as well. But, she's really going to find something down the final stretch. She's got half a chance.
Certainly does.
And, of course, she's a senior, not a junior.
Naomi here is coming back strong, and she definitely is in with a shout.
She's the one that may get there or thereabouts. She's going to come back in around a 35. I think she might just sneak in if she's very fortunate here. I think she's just going to get there.
Pass finishing in 3.
And Broadley, 2:27. 70. Just wait for that. It was a 2:28 for the second place. 2:27.88. 2:28.02 for Kristofikova.
Yeah, so at the moment, both of those two get themselves in.
Is that 7th and 8th?
No, 6th and 7th, actually.
And 7th.
Yeah.
And the whole field in this one, apart from one, which is Catherine Bodie, all juniors. 1, Alice Cumming, City Glasgow. 2, Evelyn Hallisey, Newcastle Swim Team. 3, Lexi Lamont, Aberdeen. 4, Sadie Hunter, Team England. 5, Olivia Kula from Royal Tunbridge Wells Monsoon. 6, Niamh Savrai from Newcastle Swim Team. 8, and Catherine Bodie, University of Aberdeen Performance in 8. No swimmer goes in lane number 8. So 6 of them are looking at something sub 2:28 if they can. Alice going out very nicely in lane 1. In lane 4, Sadie Hunter pretty well there, as is the Newcastle swimmer, Niamh Savrai, who I would think has a very good chance. 2:25.47. Certainly, my money would be on Niamh getting in one of those potential slots.
Well, she's got to beat Sadie Hunter to do that, and at the moment, Sadie's going well. Olivia Quiller already had some good swims this afternoon, as has Niamh and Sadie. I'm pretty sure Sadie got into another final. Look at these 3 now. And it is Niamh Savrai in 6. Olivia Quilla and Sadie Hunter are the three in the hunt, but Niamh, as you thought, has really pushed on. Volta got to hang on now in this final 50.
Yeah. Niamh Samurai and Olivia Quilla, I'm almost certain, will be in the junior final. They're looking pretty strong down the final stretch. The Newcastle swimmer and all Tunbridge Wells are going particularly well. Sadie Hunter with an outside chance, I think. I don't think Alice Cumming is going to be in the mix, sadly for her. It's very tight, but Niamh, I think, is just going to get this one. It's tight on the touch. Sadie might get second. She did indeed. I think all three are in.
All three are definitely in.
And Niamh, Sadie, Olivia. Well done, ladies.
Yeah, no, they're all in. I'm not going to try and predict what that means for those who might not be, but I think they're all in. And we'll wait to see. So there we go.
Yeah.
That was the final race this afternoon. Apart from the swim-off.
So
here we have it. Nicholas Land and Wilfred Lee. And just double check.
This is probably for the junior final.
Yeah, it's whether it's for a reserve or whether it's to get in.
Yeah.
And let's just we'll just double check this.
Good that they're having this before we start at 5 this evening.
Gives them a wee bit extra rest.
Just overrunning a couple of minutes, which is pretty good. Nicholas in 4, William in 5. Pretty level start from both the guys. Nicholas Land and Wilfred Lee. Very little between the two. Nicholas in 4 and Wilfred in lane 5. Who's going to get this? It's very much on the touch here.
Oh
wow! Almost
just
a dead heat.
10th of a second.
29.89, 29.99. Land takes that. So I suspect he's probably got into the final, but
no, it's
we
not
don't
the final.
know.
No, I think that's into the junior final. It might be for. I'm afraid I can't. It must be into the junior final. I would say.
Juniors. Yeah, further.
No, Nicholas is 18, so I think that must have been to get in the junior final.
Yeah, so we suspect that's
Nicholas Landon
to get in and to be first reserve.
So well done those two, and that is significantly faster. They went 30.41 this morning, so well done to them. And there you see it. We're back in at 5 to 5 for the final session of this Edinburgh International Swim Meet. We've got the usual swims this evening, plus some extra guest invite relays to conclude the session. But until then, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Hope to see you later on this evening.
Yeah, please do so. You've got Tony at 5 to 5. So from Tony and myself, Robert Taylor, thanks for joining us in session 8 at the Edinburgh International Swim Meet.